We are up. Glad you guys are here. Hello, Australian friends. Glad you guys are here. We are going to start taking Trump supporters here momentarily. All right. Once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, I'd like you to hop in the box and let's have a conversation. You were waiting. Glad I didn't make you wait too much longer, Bixby. I picked this song for a reason. I was packing for my trip. I'm leaving on a trip tomorrow. Actually, going to be in Mexico. So that was the reason. That was the reason why. So, oh, CT, you got to go to bed. I'm sorry. Go to bed. Okay, that's fine. We're sorry that you have to go to bed. Once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box. Let's have a conversation. We'd like you guys to hop in and like to have a chat with you. Hi, Maria. Meg, I won't be back until after Christmas. You guys are going to have to deal with next week without me. Sorry, guys. But don't worry, Nemo's still going to be here. All right, let's see here. Once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, we'd like you to hop in the box. We want to have a conversation with you. Everyone else, if you guys can keep helping us out, tap that screen. We're going to set up a new live goal. Is Nemo going live for you? I mean,
I do need to start hosting. My setup won't be as fancy, but I do need to start going.
If Nemo hosts, I'd pop in for sure. I mean, that's. I think we need to. I think you guys should be as encouraging as possible. That's what you should do. So, Crystal, what's up? Guys, keep tapping that screen. Help out with the live goal. But yeah, so this will be the last live before Christmas. This will be the last live before Christmas. So, any Christmas support that you guys wanted to offer, this would be the time to offer your Christmas support that you guys wanted to, at least on my end, if you wanted to do so. So that's the time. So there you go. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the good wishes. No, thanks, Bert. Thank you for the Santa hat. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Popcorn does need to pay up. Couldn't agree more with that shit. But we all know that's never going to happen. But yeah, if some of you guys are wondering why, how about some Amy Grant Christmas music? No thanks. I'm good. Good. Last night was just fine. I'm going to Oaxaca. We're going to Oaxaca. Gonna be a good time. The Trump Kennedy Center. I know. Who names something after themselves? That's so ridiculous. You have to be an egomaniac to do that, right? Especially when you haven't done anything to deserve it. And since you become president, sales are down at the Kennedy Center. That's embarrassing, fuck. Like, you've got to be fucking delusional. I know, it's fine.
Also,
It'll be another thing we rename. What's that?
like, what's the logic behind putting his name on there? Like, it's called the Kennedy Center. Why would you put your name on something that's already got another president's name on it? That's just kind of weird.
It's just. Well, Andy, patrons are already boycotting it. Brett Raiders, look, we see you guys down there. Welcome in, Brett
Hell
Raiders.
yeah.
We love you guys. We love Brett. We love Brett Raiders. This is fantastic. What wonderful timing as we are just getting started up here. Thank you guys so much for coming on in. This is always super fun. Thank you guys. We're just getting started. We're waiting to see who we've got to talk to for opposition tonight. We've definitely got some stuff to talk to. So welcome in, Brett Raiders. Welcome in to our friend Brett. I don't know if he's here yet, but once he gets here, we're glad that he's here. You guys are awesome. Even Nemo, even on the tube, Brett Raiders. Welcome in on the tube, Brett Raiders.
Nice.
This is what a treat. Hey guys, if you're on the tube, make sure that you drop not only a subscribe for me, but do so for Nemo. You can find Nemo's tube username right down in the description. There's Nemo Says TT. Drop him a follow as well. We are this close to being able to do all the cool stuff, the super chats and everything like that. I'm verified. We're good to go. We're just waiting on this stupid. I have to put in a code that comes in the mail, in the actual fucking physical mail. Gotta love that. So they're like, we need to make sure that you're really who you are before we let you make money for us. So cool. Yes, Gina, in the actual physical fucking snail mail. I had to upload my driver's license and do this thing and that thing. You have to do all that shit. So, yeah. So, loads of fun. Absolutely. Look, Nemo just dropped a comment on the tube. So now you can just click on him. Just click and follow. It's that simple. Why don't you just click and follow? It's true. Soul of Beer Can. There's no chipmunk glitch yet on the tube yet. So, guys, you're doing a great job with the tapping. Please continue to help out with the live goal. We appreciate that. Thank you. Nemo, I will follow you if you tell me what Matt's VMO is. I mean, I'll drop mine in the chat, but you could get both of ours if you'd like. How about that?
It's politics of Matt, right?
Yeah. It's here. I'll put it down there, and then Nemo's is just the same as his tube username. Just FYI, So, I mean, I'm just saying. But here, I'll put mine right into the. I'll put mine right into the chat right there. That's mine. And then Nemo's is super easy because it's literally just the same thing as his tube username. There you go. Yeah.
I was trying to get all of my accounts to be Nemo Says, and then though that was taken on one or two, and so it's like, well, fuck. And so then I had to come up with different things. So I got Nemo Says TT, which made sense at the time. In hindsight, I wish I did TV, but I think that there was like one platform that I couldn't put that on, and it was annoying
Hmm.
because like the name was already taken or whatever.
Because Nemo says TV was already taken?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. I guess, yeah, that would have been better than Nemo says TT. Yeah, I guess for like
Yeah.
more long term purposes. Nemo says your mom. Okay. I mean, I guess. Or could, I mean, sometimes he says your mom. I mean, it's true. Um. Uh. Wait. Trump's fusion company and the MIT professor. What now? Say what? What? Now, I want to tell you guys. I was just reading that they figured out that that guy, I guess, was connected in both. There's the MIT professor and the Brown pew pewing that was connected. That's what they're saying. But are you guys saying that these things are connected? Is this a thing?
So the MIT professor was a fusion researcher.
Yeah, that I knew. But are you guys saying that he worked for Trump's company or something related to that? Not a thing? Okay. I don't know. I just I need to, yeah. I don't want to speak on anything I haven't actually like looked into. So yeah. But I don't know. Lots of weird stuff going on. However, what is a thing is the fact that they're saying that those two incidents are related. That the Brown incident and the MIT professor incident are related, and then that assailant was found unalived in New Hampshire. So that was a thing.
All right then.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Where's the Tylenol?
Someone in the chat had mentioned a few minutes ago. You heard about the Trump Hunger Games?
The Patriot Games?
Yeah.
I mean, we're just not even pretending that we don't live in a dystopian novel anymore. It's just we're just going all in.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, oh, fuck it. Let's just do it. Let's just full send. Speaking of full send, thank you to our friend Ellie. Thank you, Ellie, for the 5 on the Blue app. She says, cheers to a great stream and a great holiday. Thank you, Ellie. It's very kind of you. Much appreciated. I will put that towards my pay-per-view subscription of the Patriot Games next year. Thank you.
For anybody that has not heard about that, so Trump said that he wants to do something that he is calling the Patriot Games, and it's a youth athletic competition next year or whenever the 250th is, and it's going to be like high school students, high school athletes, and I think it's like it's 2 from every state. Is that what it is? I think it's like 2 from every state. One
like in from high school, and I don't know I forget what the exact thing was, but it's high school kids.
Yeah,
it's got to be young ones. He likes them young. They want to see the young ones.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, no, it's high school, one one young man and one young woman from each state and territory.
I, yes, like tribute. Yes. I don't even
They're
know.
going to come to the Capitol to compete in a set of games to commemorate an important anniversary. And the guy running the thing is a tyrant.
Emma said, "Do you think he saw the part where Snow takes an arrow?"
Yeah,
Don't think he saw that part.
that was a good part. I mean, shit. At least Donald Glover. Or wow, my bad. Donald Sutherland, not Donald Glover.
I mean, do like me some Donald Glover, but oh,
That'd be an interesting version. This is America. Like, yeah, but no. Donald Sutherland. At least he can act. Like, at least I kind of liked President Snow in the bad guy way. Trump is just dog shit.
somebody said he fell asleep, like he never saw the end of the movie. He's like, "That movie was great. We had those kids. They were fighting, and they were unaliving each other. I liked it very much. Everything seemed to go very well. Nothing bad happened."
There was a black girl and a black guy at the start of the film. In the competition, they were gone by the end. I mean, yeah. I guess President Snow knows how to handle immigration. And deported them.
Mm-hmm. There were a lot of people wearing very bright colors with a lot of plastic surgery. I like that. It seemed to work very well for me. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's so fucked up. I
They told the two main characters, "No, don't eat those berries," and I agree because fruits are fucking nasty. I like chicken McNuggets. Okay. I would also tell them, "No, stop, don't eat those. Those are nasty."
Tay, you should laugh and cry. Both. Laugh and cry. Georgia, they're just MIA. They are just MIA. I was in a live earlier watching. Emma was there. I think Crystal was there too. And our friend RJ went up for like a minute or a couple of minutes, and there was one other person on the left, and the rest was Trump supporters, and there was maybe like 30 people max in this live. I mean, like 30 people in this live, like total. And it was like it was like ridiculous. Oh, wait. Emma says, "Do you think he's going to distract us? Do you think to distract us from the lease tomorrow, he decided to tell us he's going to Hunger Game our kids today?" Wow. I mean, probably. Maybe. It's entirely possible. But I was watching this thing, dude, and I'm like, and then RJ and this other girl who I'd never seen before, they're like, all of a sudden, the MAGA people just kick both of them out of live. And they're like, they're like, they're trolls. They're trying to get the live taken down. They're trolls. And I'm like, there's 30 people here. Like,
yeah,
you have less than 1,000 likes. Like, exactly. I mean, they were so paranoid. And I'm like, nobody cares enough about your live to get it. Like, no one's like gunning for your live to take it down. It's just, it like, that's not a thing. Like, RJ just wants to debate people. Like, the guy, genuinely, he just wants to debate people. And I think that the other woman who was debating was not at all affiliated. She was just like caught in the crossfire. It was so ridiculous. And then they're complaining about, again, how TikTok pushes liberal content and it's this and that and blah blah. And I'm like, and then I started making some comments, and Emma did, and Chris did, and they like blocked RJ, and they blocked his backup, and they're like muting me in the comments, and then like finally one of them goes, "Don't mute them. It's good for engagement." And I'm like, there you go. You finally figured it out. There's 17 people in here. I have 24,000 followers. Emma has thousands of followers. Crystal has thousands of followers. RJ has 50 some odd thousand followers, or 60 now, whatever it is. Like, you guys could have a couple hundred people in here, and you could be talking politics. But no. Now you have 15 people, and you're talking amongst yourselves about how TikTok doesn't push right-wing content and how suppressed you are.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But
the live that I found a live after our live last night.
Oh, you did? I missed
yeah,
it. Oh.
I found one, and oh man, it was something.
No, I was there for all of like that. That's not true. I remember I did see it. I saw it for all of 2 minutes, and then I said to Nell, it was like you and RTP.
Isaiah.
Oh, Isaiah. It was Isaiah.
Yeah,
that's right.
Isaiah and Erica.
And I was just like, fuck. Like, I can't with the oh my God. There was so much yelling, and I finally was just like, and also I had to go to sleep, but I was just like, fuck, I'm out. Holy shit, how long were you in there for?
About 2 hours. I mean, it ended at a decent time. I don't know. Like, it ended in the middle of someone's sentence, but whatever. So the host, I actually followed her. I mean, she's Red Hat, but she was okay. One of the people on her panel, I can't remember dude's name. I swear, he either is 19 or he was on his period. I don't know. It's one of the two, because I asked him, like, he made a statement, and I gave the most minimal pushback possible by asking a simple question, and he responded with the and I said, dude, if you're gonna sigh because I asked you a question, then I don't know, man. Take a Midol and get over it. Or, I mean, I could just talk to Natalie. Like, I mean, she's got her shit together.
Yeah.
Clearly you don't.
Yeah. Calm the fuck down. I do love me some Isaiah. I say you guys I do. I watched a shitload of Isaiah in the God, those are Those are super cute, Tammy. Thank you for those for Nemo and I. Thank you. I watched a shitload of Isaiah, especially in the run up to the election. I like him very much. I really, really do.
Yeah.
I really wish that we could get him into elected office. I really would very much like to. I really would like to get him into elected office. That would be great. Also, somebody said that RTP was he got the perma today. Is that true?
Really?
RTP?
Oh, God.
Is that confirmed?
Jesus Christ.
God damn it. He got the permanent Emma. I mean, hopefully he comes back from that, but that's yeah, I don't see his account. Unless he blocked me.
One thing that came up on that panel last night. So Isaiah had, I'm pretty sure it was Isaiah. It was either, yeah, I think it was. He had said that the majority of U.S. debt is domestically held. That is essentially what he said.
Yeah.
And the red hat was like, no, who's number one? Who's number one in debt holdings? Who is it? Huh? Who is it? And Isaiah kept saying it's domestic.
Domestic.
It's the U.S. government. It's domestic debt. No, it's Japan. And then he said, yeah, foreign investors, yeah, not domestic.
Not domestic.
And this guy, he just wasn't listening. And so I pulled the numbers because I was genuinely curious. How skewed is it? Remember, this is actually, I'm gonna send this to you.
All right, send it to me.
So remember, this is domestic debt holdings. Okay. So if it's held domestically.
Yeah. It's been a little while since I looked at this. Also, by the way, while we look at this, two things real quick. W's in the chat for our friend Brett, who sent over the raid. W's for Brett and for the Brett Raiders. And yes, it's true. I have 7 toes on my right hand, and Nemo does have a third nipple on his face that he hides with his beard. Brett knows all of our secrets. That's why you don't fuck with Brett, because he will spill all of your secrets. Don't fuck with
That's
Brett.
why you see me playing with my beard so much, is I'm playing with it.
Hoons is dead. Okay. U.S. government.
Scroll to, there's a pie chart.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay, so guys, the right, I'll read it for you because I know it's a little difficult to read. Or here, let me see if I'll zoom in a little bit for you. Oh, there we go. It's a little more. Make it a little easier for you. So, this part of the pie chart is, it says U.S. investors and, God, stupid ads. Get out of here. U.S. investors and other U.S. holders is this giant chunk on the right. That's 55%. Social Security and other U.S. agencies, 7%. Federal Reserve is 13%. So, foreign investors are 24%. So that means 76% of our public debt is held here, domestically, as of Q3 in 2024. So as of a year ago.
Yeah.
what was he missing?
He was a fucking idiot.
Oh,
That's mostly what it was. He was trying to say that, oh no, the Japanese own us. No, China owns all our. No.
I mean, if you wanted to say who owns the most of that slice on the left, sure. I mean, sure. Yeah, okay, fine. But no, 76% of it is here. Even if some of it has shrunk since Q3 of 2024, and even if that pie chart is a little bit out of date, there's no way that it's flipped, that the majority is not still held by the U.S. It's not possible. It's impossible, as they would say on The Simpsons. So
yeah,
that's impossible. By the way, while Nemo and I are sitting here talking about this stuff, if you voted for Donald Trump, we'd like you to come up and talk to us. We've been on for about a half hour now, and we have not had any Trump supporters who are brave enough to come up and talk to us. And we do have about 550 people over here on the TikTok side. So if you'd like to come up and talk to us about any of the subjects above or anything else that Donald Trump is doing right now, please do. We've also got 120 folks over on the tube. We appreciate you guys being here. If you're on the tube and you'd like to join in the conversation, come on over to TikTok. And you can go to Politics of Matt 3. I'm on this account this evening. Yeah, come on over and request up. We'd love to have a conversation with you. If you think that any of the subjects above you disagree with, or you'd like to talk about something else relating to Donald Trump with us. Doug and Moore were hilarious last night, and I cannot believe how fucking amazing it was that Doug was like, he was like, back me up here. And Moore's like, actually, man, I don't really fuck with that. I don't really like that. No, he's like, no thanks.
It was beautiful. I enjoyed that so much. Yeah, I think that Moore was having a bit of a light bulb moment, and Doug was just like, "Why are you booing me? What? What is that? What did I say?"
No. Tay, I'm not, listen, Moore, he had some issues, and there was definitely some stuff that he said at the beginning that I was like, oh, dude, come on. Like, hey. But, like, he definitely, like, at least in the second half of the conversation, I was like, Doug really wanted some support. Like, he was desperate for some support, and that guy was just like, nope, no thanks. Emma, go watch the last, like, 30 to 45-ish minutes of the live last night on the tube if you want. We ended up with 2 MAGA up, which I know we don't normally do, but somebody dropped unexpectedly, and then we brought cancel culture up, i.e. Doug, and then the other guy came back, so we brought him back up too, and I was like, oh, here's someone to help out Doug who needs all the help he can get. And then the guy ended up just kind of like not wanting to support him. It's pretty funny. So, yeah, Tay, the guy from California. Yeah, that guy. So, anyways.
Yeah.
Oh. Me fail English? That's impossible. Exactly, Ralph.
I think that Doug was just like stuck and was unwilling to just concede. Mm-hmm. And so he just kind of like kept digging. And then he's like, yeah, the ends do justify the means. Like, Jesus Christ, man.
The ends justify the means. He did not like my he didn't like my drink analogy. That one really, I think that one really fucked with him. Because when I said it and I pointed it out to him, he was like, okay. He's like, you got me there. I was like, hey, you think? Like, there are immutable truths, Doug. We got to, like, actually accept that. Yes, Doug is cancel culture. That is correct. Even though he doesn't like it when we call him Doug. And that stems from his various username changes over a period of time. That's why. He was like Marin Time and then cancel culture and this, but we know because he keeps the same PFP. So, I don't know, dude. Should we do a restart? I don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's early on enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
I missed it. By the way, those of you who are asking, I just got the news alert that yes, in fact, the Brown University student, it was self-inflicted. So that's what that was. So that's not good. All right, guys. If you're on the tube, we're not going to go anywhere. If you're right here, we're just going to go down and come right back up. So just tap. Yes, exactly, Angie. The sandwich guy. The sandwich guy. Yep. So, all right, we're going to come right back up. Don't go anywhere. Will you all pinky promise that you're going to be back? We get pinky promises? Okay. Pinky promise? Yes. Guy. Got it. Okay. Good. Very good. All right. Tap the hell out of that screen when we get back up. We'll see you guys in like 10 seconds. All right, here we go. And to our friends over on the tube, we're still here. Hi, how are you guys? We're going to go right back up on the Tiki Talks. Let's go back. There we go. Look, we're already back up. How much fun was that? Good times. And we're back. Look, I told you guys it was just going to be real quick. And we're back. See? Piece of cake. Aaron, you missed nothing. Nothing at all. We are back. That is correct. Once again, guys, if you go to Donald Trump, hop in the box. Let's have a conversation. I'm glad you guys are all back. Thank you. Thank you for being back. If you voted for Donald Trump, we'd like you to hop in the box, come out and have a conversation with us. No, Ren, not in a little over a half an hour. We got nobody. I appreciate it that even though you didn't actually pinky promise. No, I didn't get booted. I just went down because we didn't have any folks who were trying to cycle back through the FYP. Angie, no one asked you. Allie, not only is this a solid Christmas song, this is one of the best Christmas songs. Meg, we were trying to talk some shit earlier. Lady of the Fae, you would think that would help, but unfortunately, it usually doesn't. Yeah. On the tube, look up Tarsus Group Inform. Okay, I will. Thank you, Paul. I will check that out. Appreciate it. Once again, appreciate you guys helping out. Help out with that live goal. We're gonna reset that one here now. Great question. When do the files come out tomorrow? Curtis, this is the Waitresses. This is a band called the Waitresses, and they were out of Ohio, and the lead singer hold on. Patty Donahue. Patty Donahue is her name. That's the name of the lead singer. Took me a second. Once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, we'd like you to pop in the box. Gwen Stefani covered the song with different lyrics. I have no desire to hear anyone else do this song. This is the only version of this song I want to hear. Thank you guys for knocking out those live goals real quick. We really appreciate it. Thank you. You're definitely helping us get back out to the FYP. Hopefully, if we can get some Trump supporters to come on up and talk to us. I agree, Gracie. They really need to fix this song problem. D, everybody thinks that it's Blondie who did this song. It's not Blondie. That is not Deborah Harry, although their style is very similar. Biggie, hey, how's it going? Tara, we talked about the Vanity Fair extensively the last couple of nights, and I think it was amazing. Amazing. Yeah. Absolutely, Neely. I know what Boys Like is awesome. Yeah, it's very similar to the Bengals in certain ways, for sure. Hi, Aaron. How are you? Once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box. Let's have a conversation. We've been waiting all night to see who we're going to have a conversation with. Yeah. Great. Nemo will be back in a second, I'm sure. Come on down, you guys. Come on up. Hi, Moni. Hey, friend. How's it going? Good to see you. Thank you, Julius. I enjoy you being here. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. I'm here. Nemo will be back any minute, I'm sure. Good evening to you. They're scared of me? I guess so. Yeah. Red, that's a little personal. That's very personal. Very personal. Okay. No one needed to know that information. And I don't even want to know how you knew that information. Okay. Linz, I don't have a look at okay. I was gonna say he's sitting there watching while he's doing it, but no, he's actually coming up. That it would have been funnier if he sat there for a minute and like talked from the chat. Guys, while we wait, you want to hear something? Oh God, is it gonna do this stupid not connecting thing again? Here, yeah, come back. Of course everybody does. There's no judgments here. Once again, if you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box, hop in the box. Yeah, dude, no worries. Come on back when you're not glitching. I did my first live with guests the second week of January. So we're coming up on a year now that I've been doing lives like this, which is kind of crazy. So I can't believe that it's been a year. We might have a guest. Hold on. Let's see who we got. Boogs, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
No, I did, and I first off, love your show, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, thanks.
You're awesome.
Appreciate it.
I was trying to get at you on your last live that I was on, but I think I caught up to the end. I really just had one question on how you get, your sources on the world news and things like that. I'm still young.
Sure. Yeah.
Ever since Donald Trump got into office, I've definitely been studying, looking more into politics. So I definitely want to know, what's some good sources.
Absolutely. Can I show you? Let me show you something that I really like.
Yes, please. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So, now I use this. I use this, and now I'm an affiliate with this website called Ground News. I'm going to put it up on the screen. I'm not saying that you have to do this. Mm-hmm. It just makes the thing that I'm about to tell you to do a little bit easier. But this is kind of the way to go about it, right? So this is a website called Ground News, and it's an aggregator, okay? And the way that when I say an aggregator, you know what I mean. It pulls in news from different sources, right? Okay, cool. So the neat thing about this is that you'll see here, like for example, let's pick let's pick. Here's a good one. This is an interesting one. Witkoff to host new Gaza talks as Israel H group ceasefire appears stalled. Okay, So here's the bias distribution. It's over here on the right-hand side, and you'll see that where you can get your left-leaning sources, your center-leaning sources, your right-leaning sources. You can then actually go down, and then you'll see, and you can pick who you want to read from, and then it'll even say here, like, for example, the Associated Press is independent media, very high factuality, right? Or Newsmax, low factuality, right? Or or different things like that. And so then you'll get various sets of news. Now, this, you don't have to use this. You can just go to AP News. Okay.
Yeah, somebody said that on in the comments too. I appreciate that.
Right. So just AP News is a great source. NPR is a great source. Quite frankly, the Washington, the New York Times, in terms of just their straight news reporting, they're very highly factual. The other thing is, if you go to Media Bias. Fact check, which is this website right here. You can search over here for any website. Any website. Reuters is another good one. Absolutely, guys. Reuters is another good one. You can search here for any website that you want. So, for example, if I put in Reuters, what's going to happen is they're going to pull up Reuters, bias and credibility. And so then I can go click on them, and I can see that they're here in the middle, they're least biased, and their factual reporting is very high. That means that this is a good source. So when you're learning and you're like, hey, I want to figure out what sources I should be reading and where I should be going, this is a great start. So if you read something and you're like, hey, I've never heard of this source before, I don't know what this is a great way to get started. And so that's what I would say, my friend. I'd say get started there.
Because I've been watching Al Jazeera since January, and no disrespect to Al Jazeera, but it just seems, a little not really I don't know how they describe it, but
Well, here's what I would say. Here's what I would say about them.
right.
What I would say about what I would say about Al Jazeera is they're very good with international news. They're very good with international news. There are certain things where they have a bias, and you need to be able to interpret different things with them. I would say that if you're just getting started with learning about how to interpret biased news, there might not be a good source. Good international news, the BBC, you almost can't beat it. Stick with the BBC. The BBC, Reuters, and AP, if you use those three news sources, you're going to be in good hands. I can promise you that you're going to be getting unbiased factual information. Last thing I'll tell you is at the top of whatever article you read or whatever source you're looking for, always look for opinion. Always make sure that you're not reading something that is strictly an opinion piece, because it's really important to make sure that whatever you're reading is not noted as an opinion. Does that make sense? I mean, I'm sure you probably learned about that in school, but just as a friendly reminder,
I'm following. Yep.
So
I appreciate it, Matt.
yeah, mate. But that's a great place to get started, and I promise you, man, if you read those sources, you'll probably stay pretty well informed, and you'll get truthful information. So,
All right, thank you, man. Hey, you could drop me down. I'm gonna be listening all night, man. I drive trucks, so you definitely one of the few and only, if I must say, one of the few and only late night podcasters who's actually, doing his thing out there. So I just want to give you your kudos. I want to give you your flowers. And I see Nemo say I want to give Nemo his flowers, because I see Nemo all throughout TikTok. Goddamn, that boy Nemo is. I appreciate y'all so much, man. Y'all are the few lights. I know I'm rambling right now, but y'all are the few lights that are still shining, keeping the truth going, and just keep doing what y'all doing, man.
Thank you, Boogs. We appreciate it. Okay.
All right, man. Drop me down, man. Appreciate y'all.
All right.
Have a good night.
You too, man. Happy holidays. Hey, W's in the chat for our friend Boogs, and for wanting to learn and wanting to get good news sources and everything like that. Like, more people should just be like that. Just be like, hey, where can I find just good news sources? That's great. I love that. Good for you, man. I wish more people were like you. I really do. So, all right, Nemo's back. There's 500 people back in here. Cool. Can anyone? Anytime? Anybody? Nemo, I don't know if can you announce on Discord that you're scalping when we haven't had any ops? I don't know. That feels like hyperbole.
True. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. They are hiding today. It's really disappointing.
Look, hey, it's our friend Waltzing Pedicle. All right, why don't you come on up, bud? Let's go. Let's have a chat.
In the meantime, TikTok will push us to more people if we get engagement. So, do the liking thing.
Yeah, do the liking thing. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, if
the goal is 100K.
Yeah, definitely do that. Well, dude, if you're watching the game, I mean, probably shouldn't be commenting. Yeah. I don't know. Feel like bothering you, CNN reporting. What are they reporting? I'm on the edge of my seat. Um. Fish Trucker, down there in the comments, I see you, friend. Just FYI. Sphere, weekend 1. Let's go. Weekend 1.
Yeah.
Sphere at the Sphere. I'm in. I didn't get it, but it's my cousin's husband. So, there you go. So, and you guys have no idea how impossible of a ticket that was to get. So, yeah, you guys, it is wild shit. So, oh yes, EDuff. Yeah, we saw that they found we found the guy from Brown, self-inflicted, 48 years old, apparently a former Brown student. So, and they're saying that it's that the MIT thing and the Brown thing are related. So, that's what we're seeing. Also, I'm not sure how many of you guys saw this, but Europe is giving $105 billion to Ukraine, which is pretty awesome. Oh, Nemo, where'd you go? Gage, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
I did, yeah.
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 20. I voted in Idaho.
Okay, do you want to discuss one of the subjects above or something else that Donald Trump is doing right now?
We could do Trump is pro-crime and pro-criminal.
Okay, cool.
I disagree with him because I believe that Trump and his administration are cracking down on crime harder than the Biden administration was, personally.
Oh, cracking down on crime. You mean like pardoning a bunch of criminals?
Are you talking about like the January 6ers?
Well, that would be one set of people that I was talking about, but then there's a bunch of others. Like, how about the fact that he pardoned the founder of the Silk Road, Russ Ulbricht, who enabled a bunch of people to, sell substances. Yep, sell substances on the dark web and help traffic people and do all those different things. Then, of course, he pardoned CZ, the cryptocurrency guy, whose company invested in his. Hang on one second. Dang, I know, dude. Poor Nemo. Nemo's having some connect issues. He'll be back, guys. Don't worry. CZ, he helped launder about $4 billion. Yeah. And then, pardoned him. Of course, that's because his crypto company helped launch the Trump meme coin, right? And worked with Don Jr. and Eric. So of course, had to pardon him, right? Because money. And then he just pardoned Juan Hernandez, the former president of Nicaragua.
I don't know who that is.
I know you don't know who that is. Do you want to guess how long he was supposed to be in jail for, and how much, or the amount of substances he helped traffic into the United States? Just want to take a guess, like the amount. How much?
I don't know, dude. Like
I know you don't know.
A couple pounds? I don't know,
yeah,
dude.
A couple of pounds. Try 400 tons
That's
of the
a
white
lot,
stuff. Yeah. So tell me again, how is he stopping crime? By letting these people out?
I haven't heard any of that. I'm sure it's like, I don't know. There's probably more context to it that you're leaving out.
No, there's not.
But look at
no, there's not.
The crime statistics in America have dropped rapidly.
No, there's not. No, they haven't.
They have. Since the Trump administration, our crime statistics are dramatic low.
Awesome. What laws has he put in place to do that?
I don't know. Explain why they're lower, though.
No. You're making a claim, Gage, so I want you to prove to me that it's something that Donald Trump has done. See, your claim is that Donald Trump is the one who's lowering crime in America. Great. Prove it.
I mean, he's the president, and if crime's lower, yeah, it's probably because of him.
Oh, so you're saying that the last 4 years when crime was down, that Joe Biden was the reason crime was down. So we can credit Joe Biden
wasn't
with...
down during Biden's presidency.
It sure as fuck was.
I mean,
But
I don't know,
also,
dude. Things.
seeing as whenever you're president, things that happen while you're president are because of you, then I guess we can thank exclusively Joe Biden for pulling us out of Afghanistan and blame exclusively
dude.
Donald Trump for the pandemic.
Trump helped with Afghanistan in a good way. He was the
No,
one
no,
that
no, he
wanted us
wasn't
out
president.
in 2020, dude. Before Biden took presidency.
No. I'm using your logic, dude. It's okay, Gage.
Trump,
But I don't like it because now the president has to be responsible for things.
he is responsible. He's doing good things. Prices
Donald Trump's
are lower.
doing good things. The pandemic
the
was
price-
fucking awful. He's responsible for it, according to you.
No, he's not, dude. Even
But
if
he was
is,
president.
he's fixing it.
He
He's
was-
fixing things.
He
was
was
president.
the
Our prices are
president.
lower. Our economy is getting boosted because of
No,
him.
it's not.
Everything is cheaper.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not. What the hell, dude?
It's because of his tariffs. Our prices or
No,
our
no,
economy is
not
getting
even
boosted.
because of the tariffs, dude. I can point something out to you that is unrelated to tariffs that is way more expensive now.
Okay,
And,
what?
Utilities.
What is like
specifically-
electricity and stuff?
Yes, electricity and stuff.
That's not
yes.
Trump's fault.
Oh, wait, what?
That's not Trump. Trump's not like
That's
the
not
governor
Trump's
of
fault.
electricity and utility bills, dude.
He's also not the owner of any other commodity that's sold on the American market. So why are you giving him credit for the lower prices and good economy?
Because of his tariff policy. It's
His
boosting
tariff
our
policy
economy and
literally
making things
raises
cheaper.
prices.
What the,
Yeah, no, that's how tariffs work, dumbass.
how does a tariff work?
You don't know how a tariff works?
I mean, it's like
You
a tax that the other. It's like a tax that the other company or
The other company.
country that sends in from another place outside of America that they have to pay. So they're basically just giving us more money that's boosting our economy and making goods cheaper.
No.
What is it then?
So it's an import tax. That's what a tariff is. It's an import
Yeah, that the other
tax.
country,
The
pays.
country doesn't pay it.
Who pays it then?
The person importing. So if you own a company, let's say that you make t-shirts, okay? Or you sell t-shirts, all right? And let's say I sell t-shirts. So we own one company each, okay?
Uh-huh.
Let's say that you, because you're a red hat, so obviously you're a red-blooded American. You made in America, right? So all your
I
shit's
am, yeah.
domestic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, God forbid any component is imported. So, anyway, we're going to assume all of it is domestic. So, cool. And me, because I'm a filthy, evil, communist, beta, soy boy, whatever the fuck y'all say, I have a drop shipping company and I'm importing, right?
Uh-huh.
So, my t-shirts are coming from China, right? And I'm importing those t-shirts and then, I don't know, slapping a logo on it and then just shipping it out. Like, that's drop shipping. So,
Yeah.
okay. Now, when I, the company, import the t-shirt, it
Mhm.
goes across the ocean.
Yeah, it gets shipped. I'm
Yeah.
tracking.
Yeah. So the Chinese company, they ship the thing to me because the order's there. It gets to the port, and I have to pick the shit up. And when I pick it up, that's when the duty comes. The duty, aka the tax. So
The tariff.
yes, the tax, the duty, the tariff. Yes.
Yeah.
The company, the t-shirt company, I have to pay that.
I thought it was the other country though.
No. I'm explaining to you in real time how it's not the country.
But then why would he implement them?
Because
had to have a reason. He's a
is
billionaire.
a fucking idiot. It's pretty
Dude,
simple, dude.
He's a
dumb.
multi-billionaire. He knows what he's doing with money. I trust him.
No, he doesn't. He was
He does-
born into his wealth.
He wasn't born into multi-billions of dollars, dude.
He he inherited $500 million when his dad kicked the bucket, in
Okay.
part because he cut the rest of his family out of the will. And then all that he had to do was sit on it. That's all that he had to do. Now, he did worse. He tried to make businesses. He failed. He sucked. He sucked at making businesses.
Then how is he
But
worth so much money?
If he took that $500 million that he got in the inheritance and he put that into an index fund, doesn't matter, just S&P 500, whatever, doesn't matter. If he did that and didn't do anything else and just let it sit, he would have more money than what he had whenever he started playing with the money that he inherited, trying to, I don't know, make even more money because he's a
risk
businessman.
taker. It was worth the risk to him, I guess, or something, because
It was worth the risk. Yeah, because he's dumb. That's the equivalent of saying, well, yeah, there's this dumbass that looked at a socket and had a fork and was like, well, you know what? It's worth the risk. And I mean, like, yeah, they really believed that it was worth the risk, and it didn't turn out well for him.
I mean, maybe, dude.
Maybe
Like, I don't know. I'm not an economist.
economist, not economist.
Whatever. I mean, I don't know. It's just confusing to me, money and all this stuff, and like all that. Like,
Is it though? I
economy
mean, like
stuff.
you were just talking about, authoritatively, you were talking about how Donald Trump was better.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Statistically, our economy is thriving more under
is
Biden
confusing
or
to you,
compared to Biden.
if money is confusing to you, and you don't understand the mechanics of economics, or like macro whatever econ, and this whole subject is very confusing and complicated to you, how could you possibly conclude that Donald Trump was better?
Well, if you look at the graphs and the stats, our economy is better than it was under Biden.
Is it?
Like,
now?
where
Oh.
things are cheaper.
No, it's not.
Like what?
When I go grocery shopping with my mom, everything's cheaper.
Oh, with your mommy. Oh,
I'm only 20.
Does she buy you? What does she buy? Does she buy you Pop-Tarts?
She doesn't buy it.
What does she buy
I buy it,
for
dude.
you?
It's just we go together.
But she goes with your mommy. You go with your mom? Oh, that's so
Yeah,
cute.
I'm only 20.
Hey, no, it's okay, bud. It's okay. My daughter goes shopping with me. She's 9.5. She goes shopping with me
Okay,
too.
cool.
It's fine. It's
What's your
good.
point?
It's good to go shopping with your kids. Do you ride on the end of the shopping cart like she does?
Oh, I'm too big for that.
Oh, okay, cool. Just checking. Anyways, no, but Nemo laid it out. So we want to know, what is it? What's cheaper?
Whenever I see the groceries, they're cheaper than they were during Biden's presidency.
See, that's called an anecdote. That's called an anecdote.
I don't know what that is.
I know you don't, which is sad because you're 20 years old. You should know what an anecdote is. An anecdotal
Explain it to me,
story.
dude.
I am going to. An anecdotal story is something that you can't prove. It's just something that's like me saying, like, my brother said that Donald Trump has a third ear on his back. Well, okay. Can't prove that one, right? It's just it's an
Gasoline
anecdote.
is cheaper.
So, really? By how much?
Yeah, eggs.
Hold on.
By a couple bucks.
Time out. Really? Is it down
Yeah.
are eggs cheaper by 82%, like Donald Trump said in his speech?
He was probably exaggerating.
Oh, he was exaggerating, so it's okay for the President of the United States to exaggerate?
Making a joke every once in a while, yeah.
Oh, cool. Hey, by the way, Gage, real quick, while we're talking about prices being down, can you explain how you can discount an item 500%?
You can only do it up to 100%. That's math.
Oh, then why did Donald Trump last night say that he could discount prescription prices 3, 4, 500%?
Oh, he's probably kidding.
No, he wasn't.
You don't know his sense of humor? What if that's the way he jokes?
He said it multiple times. Why would he joke in an address to the nation? He said that he could do it. That's not a joke. He made a promise that he was going to do it.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know, dude? By the way, anyways, getting back to prices. See, anecdotal stories, your experience at the grocery store doesn't mean shit. See, what we do is we go off of the CPI. That's the Consumer Price Index. That is the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. And what they do is they go to about 94% of America. There's about 6% of America that's too rural that they don't get statistics from. But about 94% of America, which is pretty fucking good, we know the average of groceries across the entire country. And guess what? They're up about 3.4% from last year at this point in time. Well, take it back. Between 2.8 and 3.4%, depending on what you're looking at. So no, even if you see some items that you think are cheaper, that's anecdotal for you. Because we know the actual statistics that across the board, on average, across the country, no, it's not cheaper.
I don't know, dude. I mean, I've noticed just our economy, the stock market's thriving, their jobs are up. We're just in a good spot right now.
No, jobs are down.
I mean, that's what the old person that he was fired said, yeah, but he fired her for a good reason.
No, it's not. It's not just her.
Who is it then?
How did you say it? Economists is how
Economists.
You said it?
No, I didn't say it like that.
Yeah, no, you did earlier. You said economists.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Okay, cool. Those people. They're also saying it.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I'm still new.
Hey, Nemo, you know what? I'll throw Gage a bone here. Let me throw Gage a bone. Do you know what? They did release the new inflation numbers, and it looks like inflation has ticked down.
Yeah, of course it did. We have a really smart guy in charge.
But the problem is they're calculating it by taking 2 months and putting a 0 in 2 out of the 12 months that they should be calculating it because of the government shutdown. So instead of actually inputting the real numbers, they were just like, oh, we'll just put a 0 in there. And that's how they came up with the numbers. Now, if you did an actual inflation calculation over 10 months, which is what they should have done, right? Because you shouldn't just put a 0 in there because that's a completely fake fucking number. And they have the data. They're just choosing not to do it because they want to lie to you. If they did it, do you know where the inflation rate would be?
No.
It'd be upwards of 3. In fact, I think we'd be looking at around, I think if my numbers are correct, it would be above 3.5% over 10 months. I have to double check my math on that, so don't quote me. But if you took it over 10 months, that's where it would be at. Is it 3.2? I don't know. I'd have to check my numbers. But the point being, literally what they did to make it look like the number went down was they took 2 months and they put a goose egg there. They literally were like, well, we can pretend like we don't have the numbers because government shutdown, so we're just going to lie to you.
Well, they probably didn't have it if the government was shut down.
No, they
also,
have the
numbers.
Have them. No, they have the numbers.
Then they would put them, dude.
They're just not releasing. They're just
transparent.
not, dude. We've never really not released a government report. Sometimes they come out a little bit late. They're literally just choosing not to release the data because the data is so bad.
I don't know, dude. This is the most transparent administration in history. I think they would be releasing data if they have it.
Pete Hegseth literally just said that they're not going to release the full video of the boat strikes in the Caribbean, even though they were asked to.
I mean,
so tell me more about this most transparent administration. What?
Who's ordering them to release it?
Congress.
I believe it's Congress, is it not?
Congress put it into a bill that just passed that the president signed into law. The law says that Pete Hegseth has to release that video to Congress. Period. The end.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to be honest. You probably should release it then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
it
gonna
doesn't
agree
sound
with
like a
you
very
there.
transparent administration.
Well, I'm sure he should release it, but I'm sure he has a reason not to. Like, there's something going
Yeah,
on.
it's
There's
because
context.
it's because it's very detrimental to his administration if he releases it. That's why he's not doing it.
What's so detrimental about it?
It's a war crime.
Dude, they were bringing in, you know what, into the country.
So
Yeah, dude, they're criminals. They're really evil people.
So, number one, they weren't bringing it into this country. Number two, if you get busted with the same stuff,
Uh-huh.
you get what? Arrested,
Arrested
And
in jail
then
time and a trial.
jail time,
Trial.
trial, and then you get sentenced. What's the sentence for that?
Couple years, probably.
Okay. It's not the death penalty.
Maybe they were doing some more stuff, dude. I bet they had legitimate
Really?
reason to do what they did. Yeah.
What crimes do we allow the death penalty for in the United States?
Murder. I think only murder.
Were they committing
might have
first-degree
been.
murder with each other?
They might have been. Maybe they had reasoning to believe that.
Really?
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
playing what like patty cakes, Glock in the mouth? Like is that really what they were doing?
I mean, maybe the United States government knew that they were murderers. Can I say that on live?
Can we just use the word unalivers? That'd be a little better.
Yeah,
Just-
sorry,
just-
sorry, I didn't know.
No, it's fine. It'll just
Yeah,
be a little
yeah.
on the safe side since we are in the
Yeah.
Thanks. That'd be great.
What if? Yeah. What if the government knew that they were unalivers or had like a suspicion, so they did that? They had reasoning to believe it.
Suspicion?
Yeah.
Oh,
Bro, no. That's not how that works.
What do you mean?
I have a suspicion that you are a Russian asset
Why?
because you are stumping for someone who is advancing the long-term goals of Russia. So
He's not. He's against Russia.
okay,
It's
see,
strongly
but
anti-Russia.
see, that's the thing, Gage. That's exactly what somebody who works for Russia would say. So, yeah, I have even stronger suspicions now that you're a Russian asset.
I'm not, dude. I'm American.
Yeah, but that's exactly what a Russian asset would say. So, I
gosh.
am now even more convinced. I think that we should go ahead and just operate on the suspicion. We don't have to do further investigation. We can just go ahead and skip the trial and
That's messed up.
go straight to sentencing. And I mean, hey, because you're a Russian asset, I mean, that would be treason. I'm just saying that would be treason, and that is a capital offense.
I don't know, dude. That's messed up.
what?
I don't know, dude. That's kind of your logic, though.
What do they do? What do they do with people who commit treason, Nemo? That sounds pretty serious.
They unalived them.
Yeah. The last individuals who were convicted of actual treason were
They got unalived.
the Rosenbergs, and they were
Oh
sentenced
yeah,
to
the
death.
Rosenbergs. Yeah, that's right. Damn, dude. This is pretty serious. Well, good luck, because I mean, seems like you might be guilty.
I'm not guilty. I didn't do anything.
That's what a guilty person would say.
Oh
So
my gosh.
can somebody call up who's a current chairman of the Joint Chiefs? Is it what's his face?
Somebody in the
Kane?
Trump administration.
No, it's literally not. But okay,
No, hold on.
it's somebody who's in the military. But okay, I think is it Kane?
Yeah, what state are you
Is
in
that his
again,
last name?
Gage?
I'm in Idaho.
Okay, cool. Just checking. By the way, while we do pull this up so we can get someone out to check on Gage, thank you to Megan on the Blue app. Thank you, Megan. Says, have fun in Mexico. Happy holidays. Appreciate everything you do. It's for sure become a nightly routine around here watching you roast. Thank you, Megan. Appreciate you very much. Happy holidays to you as well. I mean, we could probably just get local FBI out there. I think so. I mean, I've got.
Well, I mean,
Stop it. I'm not guilty.
I was thinking again. I'm here. You're saying things. I'm hearing Russian right now. Like
I don't even know Russian.
I know you just said something, and I heard suka blat. Like I heard it just then. I heard suka. Like I did.
Dude,
It's
in Moscow,
oh
Idaho,
my
we've
god.
never even heard.
Chat. I think the chat heard it too. Chat, did you hear that as well?
They didn't. I don't know Russian, dude. Stop it.
Wait, Gage.
Anybody hearing like words written in Cyrillic right now?
Oh my gosh.
It's getting really fucking Soviet up in here.
You guys are bullying, dude.
What's that? Bud?
Oh my god, there's Cyrillic in the chat. Ah!
I came up here to have a nice, respectful debate. I ain't Russian, dude.
Gage, we just want you to feel comfortable, bud.
I don't like that. I'm not Russian. I'm American.
So I guess what you're saying is that you would like the opportunity to, if you were accused of doing something, to defend yourself in court and to be able to prove your innocence?
Yeah.
Cool. That's a bedrock of our justice system.
So is your point, like, that's why we should be, like, giving them the trial, the people on the boats, instead of just unaliving them?
Oh, wait. Just to add on to the funniness of him being a Russian asset. Gage, you're from Moscow, aren't you?
Yeah, Moscow, Idaho.
See? He's from Moscow.
It's different, dude.
He's Moscow. I don't care if it's in Idaho. It's still literally...
It's a small town.
We are literally talking...
We're at college here.
Right now.
No, you're
Holy
not.
shit.
You're talking to an American.
Is this Drago?
No.
Is this Drago?
No, dude. I've seen Rocky.
Somebody throw the towel.
Dude,
The Russian
I'm
is
not
cut.
Russian.
The Russian is
He's
cut.
cut.
He's cut.
I'm a smart American. I'm a smart American patriot. I'm not a Russian.
Rocky's
I'm not
chopping
a
down
commie, dude.
The Russian.
The Russian. Get him, Brock. You can do
I
it.
went to college.
Oh.
Dude. I want to have a debate. I came up here to have a debate, not get mocked for being a Russian.
Okay. Well, so you agree that people should have the opportunity to defend themselves against criminal charges, correct?
Yeah.
Cool. And they shouldn't just be summarily executed if that's the case, right?
I mean, yeah.
Cool. So you and I and Nemo, we all agree that we shouldn't just be blowing people up if we're suspecting them of having substances on their boat. Their boat, which would have had to stop 22 times on its way to America if it were that type of boat, which would make it absolutely fucking absurd. Okay, just FYI. So.
No, I agree. I see your point. However, I still think there's probably more to it, though, because, I trust the administration. However, I also agree with your point that, yeah, we probably should give trials.
How do we do both of those? We can only do one of those.
My ideal thing, yeah, we give them a trial. We don't do what they did, but also I trust the administration more than I trust a lot of other things. And I've in my mind, yeah,
things like the court system.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So then
they probably
trials.
had good reason. I do want trials, but they probably had good reason still.
They didn't. They did not. Like, look, dude.
They wouldn't have carried it out if they didn't.
Well, that's the thing, dude, is that when they were ordered to carry it out, at least the double tap, at least that one, when they were ordered, the admiral that was originally given that order resigned in 15 minutes.
Because he didn't want to do it?
Yeah, because it was illegal.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty bad. I can't argue that. That's pretty bad.
Okay, so then what you're saying is that this administration is giving illegal orders to our military. I'm not okay with that. You should not be okay with that.
I mean, I'm not okay with it, but it's like I also think there's probably more to the story.
Like
Okay,
what?
listen, comrade. I listen. Okay, your
Hey,
cover is
knock it
blown.
off. I'm not Russian.
No, listen. Your cover's blown. Okay. Listen.
Dude.
Nemo made happy fuck time on your face. You look stupid. Okay, so
Oh
they
my
send me.
gosh.
No, so listen. No, just speak. No. They send me down. Your cover is blown. You need to go back to headquarters. You understand? You blown cover. You're fucked. You go straight to the hike. Okay.
Dude, I'm American.
No, the fuck, nobody fucking. I sound more American than you. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't even know Russian, dude.
Stupid. Listen, I hear you. You try to cover accent. It is terrible.
Oh my gosh. You guys are being mean to me, dude.
No, we're being mean to you.
My buddy
You're
left
talking
TikTok because you guys
about
bullied
taking.
him.
Shut the. Listen, you're talking about unaliving people with over feelings. Do you know that those boats were not even coming to America per Admiral Bradley?
I don't, dude. Maybe, sure.
Cool. So if that boat was not coming here, why we kill them, comrade?
I don't know. I'm not in the administration. I didn't sign off on the missiles.
I thought
They
you
probably
said
had good
they were
reason.
transparent, comrade.
They are. They are.
Where is the transparency then?
You can Google's free, dude. ChatGPT is free.
No. You know why? Because Pete Hegseth said, well, we can't release it. It's classified. Even though they released how many other videos, Matt Nemo? Like 14 other videos of all the other strikes?
Yeah, it's so weird that they wouldn't release that one because there's nothing about that would hurt our national security. Although, I mean, you know what would hurt our national security would be like leaking like attack plans in advance on a
He would never do that.
on a chat app to a reporter.
He wouldn't. Nobody in our administration right now would do that.
Listen, see, this is how you know your cover is blonde. You stupid son of a bitch. Do you live
not
under
stupid.
a literal boulder?
No, I live in my
Are
house.
you a cave dwelling knuckle dragger?
No.
Are you drunk?
I'm not even 21.
Oh my god.
Well, I was about to retort that, I don't know about you, but I was well acquainted with things before I was 21, but I think you live with your mom, so
I'm just not going to do that.
makes
It's
a bit more
illegal.
sense. What?
It's illegal, dude. I'm not going to do that.
You know what else is
wait.
illegal?
What's wrong with it being illegal?
Jesus, we say Christ.
You're okay with breaking the law, right?
I'm not.
No, you voted for it.
You
Ow.
vote for a criminal, you stupid bitch.
Donald
voted
Trump's
for a
administration
patriot.
is breaking the law.
No, they're not. I mean,
You
maybe.
just agreed
maybe.
that they were.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
sure.
but maybe just a little bit. It's a little bit. It's okay, right?
Dude. Again, I don't know the full context. They probably had good reasoning to do it.
I don't think you know anything.
I know a lot.
I don't think you know how to tie your shoes, my guy. You got those gold Trump Crocs because you can't even operate Velcro.
I do. I do like Velcro more, but it's more convenient.
Oh, you said that out loud on the internet, and the internet is forever, and I love that for you.
What about it? Oh, what?
You got like Velcro strap shoes?
Yeah. Not Crocs. I got them at REI.
Nailed it! I am undefeated. That was you. That was a self-fatality, my guy.
Finish him.
What's the point? I don't get it.
I know you don't get anything.
I get a lot of things.
Not pussy. I'm out.
Bye, Chris.
Oh my god. Okay, well. Do you guys concede
Concede what?
a debate?
What?
The debate that we've just had, that we've been having.
That you've been losing?
I haven't been losing. What?
Yeah, dude, you conceded that this administration's doing illegal shit and that you don't like that, but you still trust them for some reason. But you yourself
No.
are fine. You would not break the law, you yourself, but also you're fine with them breaking the law. Yeah, man, I don't know. That's kind of confusing.
I don't like it, but I'm sure they have reasoning to do it.
Yeah, because they're
She has her
fucking-
hand raised.
Yeah, 'cause
Erica
they're
has her
evil.
hand raised.
Wait, hold on. Well, we got a couple of more friends who want to talk to one of our least intelligent
Intelligent,
debaters.
dude.
Sure, bud. Whatever you say. I bet your mom tells you that, doesn't she? Hi, Erica.
She
Hi,
does.
Hi, Erica. What's happening?
Tells you, she says you're a winner,
Yeah,
champ.
but
Hi guys. Hello.
Hello.
Gage,
Erica.
come back. You know Teacup, it makes me paranoid.
Yeah.
Gage,
All
where's
right.
Brock?
yeah,
Brock deleted his account.
No, why did he do that?
He was getting bullied too hard.
No. Are you
I
sure it
have to
was
do these-
bullying or
It was. I have to do
it
these.
just
I have to do these
simple
debates alone now.
observations?
It's hard.
Aww.
But-
Aw,
I mean, I'm
poor
still
little
schooling.
Tinty.
but not as hard as when Brock was with you, huh?
I
Exactly.
mean, we were debate buddies. He knew stuff that I didn't, and I knew stuff that he didn't. So now I have to know everything. It's hard.
And how's
What
that
is
working
you?
out?
Wait. Remember,
specialize-
you two were sharing a brain cell.
No, I specialize in theological debates.
Theological.
Why
Why do
policies
you
and stuff.
continuously come into political spaces if you
'Cause
specialize
I'm
in
learning.
theological debates?
Well, I know
This is
politics
not-
too.
This isn't how you learn, though. You learn from the comment section, not by coming on the panel and
dude.
arguing things that you don't know.
I do know. Everything I've argued is stuff that I know.
What's theological?
It's like it's like religion stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
He
and you
knows his
think
Bible.
right? And you think you can win a theological debate?
And I know I can. I've done it before.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you like to try?
Sure, dude.
Matthew 4:1-11, please.
What do you want? You want me to recite it?
What is Matt? You can just tell me what it's about.
I don't have my Bible on me, dude. I don't know.
I'm gonna go get tamales.
I
BRB.
think I have that one saved.
Goodbye.
Hold on. Oh wait, no, I do not. Oh fuck. Okay, hold up.
I don't have my Bible on me. I don't know. I don't have it memorized.
Which translation do we want?
I mean,
Actually, with Matthew, I don't think it would actually matter.
yeah, it would probably be pretty close to the same in the NIV or the King James, right? I think,
Yeah.
right, Val? Yeah, would be
Yeah, that would
close.
be the same.
Yeah.
Roughly the same.
Okay.
Please don't do this,
So-
Gage.
What?
You said
Don't-
1
don't
through
do it,
11.
Gage.
1-11.
Don't do it,
Okay.
Gage.
Then Jesus was led by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. After fasting 40 days and 40 nights, he was hungry. The tempter came to him and said, "If you are the Son of God, tell these stones to become bread." Jesus answered, "It is written, man shall not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God." Then the devil took him to the holy city and had him stand on the highest point of the temple. "If you are the Son of God," he said, "throw yourself down, for it is written, he will command his angels concerning you, and they will lift you up in their hands, so that you will not strike your foot against a stone." Jesus answered, "It is also written, do not put the Lord your God to the test." Again, the devil took him to a very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their splendor. "All this I will give you," he said, "if you will bow down and worship me." Jesus said to him, "Away from me, Satan, for it is written, worship the Lord your God and serve him only." Then the devil left him, and angels came and attended him.
What about it?
Do you not know what Matthew 4:1-11 was?
Yeah, I have read the Bible. I just don't have it on me.
So what was it? He just read it to you. What was it?
If he just read it, I don't need to recite it.
Well, what was it?
He just
was
read
that?
it. I'm not going to do it again.
What was happening to Jesus at the time?
He just read it. Do you not pay attention?
Sir, I already knew it.
Okay, then why'd you ask for it?
because I asked you what it was about. What was happening to Jesus at that
And I
very
told you I
time?
don't have my Bible on me. I still don't have my Bible on me. I don't
Sir,
know.
everything you needed to know was just put into that. It just read it to you. Everything you needed to know was just right there.
Okay?
I gotta say, this is actually my first experience with this. I was scrolling through, and I follow a teacher, and he was actually talking about this. He said he's like a public school teacher, high school, and he said the amount of kids today that don't have like critical thinking or
Yeah, it's sad.
deductive reasoning skills from what they read. So basically they're able to read. Like they are capable of reading and they can
I
read
feel
it out
bad for
loud,
them.
but they can't tell you anything about it. And
Nemo, I've been
that's
saying
terrifying.
that like for the past
Yeah,
2
it's really
weeks.
sad. I
It's
feel bad
scary.
for them. It's sad. It's scary.
That's you, Gage.
It's
That's
you.
not me.
Exactly.
It is. It's you.
It's you.
Dude, I can
You
read
just
just
proved
fine.
it, Gage. Gage, you just proved it.
I can read just fine.
Matthew 4, 1-11 was how Jesus was tested, okay, to see if he could become part of the people. If Jesus would have failed that test, we would have never known who Jesus was, because he would not
Yeah.
have been allowed to be part of the people, okay? And sir, people like you that want to claim Christianity every day,
I am
do
Christian.
not know what Matthew 4, 1-11 is, and how Jesus was tested, and how it actually gave us these 7 unaliving sins. You do not understand Christianity.
Yes, I do.
Period.
Dude, I'm literally a Christian. I understand it just fine.
Sir, I can call myself a Christian all day long.
Are
If
you?
I don't understand the word that was written, I am not Christian.
Are you? I'm a Christian. Are you?
How can you follow something you don't understand?
I do understand it just fine. I read it.
Yeah. Yes, we know you read it, love. Okay, you read it, Gage. I get that part. You read it, right? But do you understand? Because, like, do you understand that what Jesus meant when he said, love thy neighbor?
Yeah.
Okay, you did. What does it
What
mean?
was it?
To love your neighbor and treat them with respect.
Do you understand what he meant when he said, feed the immigrant?
Yeah, to
Clothe
feed the immigrant.
Hold on, sir. Because you once were an immigrant.
Yeah, he's just saying feed the immigrant and clothe the immigrant because that's what you once were.
No.
My God, I'm falling over
No.
right now. Go, Erica.
That is so elementary, bro.
I can't.
That is on you, Erica. Go.
I can't.
No, it's not. I'm not a Bible person. I just know. No.
So I am. Okay. So you understand.
I am too.
I took theology in college. Okay. I understand the different Bibles and what the Dead Sea Scrolls are. Okay. I understand different Bibles like the Quran and things like that, because you learn these things in theology.
Yeah.
Okay. These are the things, sir. I am Christian. I believe, but I believe people like you get so screwed up by organized religion that you've never understood what the Bible is a day in your life.
Dude, I'm not even a part of an organized religion. I'm just a Christian. I go to church
Sir.
occasionally on Sunday.
Sir, God didn't respect the Sunday only Christian.
Why not? I practice the Bible every day, not just Sunday.
You do?
Yeah. I'm a good person.
So you're okay with Trump attacking the immigrant?
No, he doesn't do that. He attacks the illegal ones.
Sir, in
Does the Bible make a distinction?
Yeah, the Bible does not make a distinction.
Well, they're committing crimes.
By where?
They're coming into our country legally.
Dude, are they committing any more crimes than somebody that ran a stoplight?
No. I mean, they're criminals, dude.
They're not criminals, sir. They're immigrants.
Illegal ones.
Sir, we're talking about the president right now that is stopping the immigration process from immigrants that have come into this country, that have come in legally, that have gone all the way through the process, and are now ready to swear in for citizenship. And he is stopping the citizenship process.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know policies that much, dude. I just specialize in theological stuff and like
And
the
you
Bible
thought
debates.
you could win a debate?
I can. I've been schooling everybody.
All right, Gage, I have a question. All right,
Yeah?
since we're still talking about the Bibbles, all right, no offense. Like,
It's
what
okay,
do you
Erica.
mean? What do you think it means to basically like to inherit the kingdom? All right, you must like be like a little child. That Bible verse. I'm thinking about
know.
that one. You know, okay.
Maybe you have to be a kid to get it.
No. See, that's what we're talking about. And I'm not being mean. I sincerely mean this because I would never make fun of anyone, seriously, for something like that. All
You've been
right.
bullying me all night.
I haven't been bullying you all night, love. Trust me, I haven't. This is not bullying. All right. Someone trying to actually give you constructive criticism and actually help you is not bullying. It's not.
Oh my
Right?
gosh.
You have to think a little deeper than just surface level for these things, because when it comes to children, what do most children naturally have about them? They ask a lot of questions,
ask a
which
lot of
make them
questions.
what? Which make
Curious?
them what? Exactly. And children do what when they're curious, they ask questions. What do children do when you respond to them?
Why?
They do what?
They ask why, dude.
It's not about asking another question. They listen. They're teachable.
I listen too.
Children have humility. Children don't have like the pride that adults have.
Yeah.
So children are able to take in the information. So to inherit, the kingdom of heaven, all right, you must be like a little child. You must exhibit that humility, all right, that ego. You must shed your ego to be able to take it in.
I don't get what your point is.
That's comprehension. You don't know what that means because you're not comprehending.
I'm very comprehensive.
Oh my God.
If you
I have an 11-year-old, and guess what? I don't get paid enough to do this.
No. Actually, Gage, if you were comprehensive,
Yeah?
you would know what the eye of the needle is. Do you know what the eye of the needle is, Gage?
No, I don't know what that is.
Ooh, Val, me. Please, can I?
Go right ahead, sir.
Gage, by the way, I grew up Catholic, but I consider myself to be an atheist now.
Oh my gosh.
I know, right? But you don't know this, but I do. It's easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than it is for a wealthy man to get into heaven.
Dude, wealth doesn't define if you can get into heaven or not.
Actually, it does, sir.
According to
Literally
Jesus,
does.
it literally does.
Sir, what he just told you is actually in the Bible.
The Old Testament?
The New Testament.
No,
New
the New
Testament,
Testament.
sir.
Jesus literally said it. I think that was actually on the Sermon on the Mount too.
It is
So,
on the Sermon of the Mount, yes.
Yeah, like the most important event in Jesus's life,
Uh-huh.
outside of like maybe the crucifixion or whatever, like that event,
Yeah.
the Sermon on the Mount. He said it there.
Okay, I don't get it.
I am not shocked.
Okay. Another time, Gage. I another time.
that was my first actual interaction with a Zoomer that just has like the surface level ability to like to understand English, to be able to read English, but lacks any ability to I guess to
comprehensive.
to
He's
comprehensive.
very
Like
he's very
to
comprehensive.
to like think more deeply about whatever the subject is. Or
That's
to
scary.
expand upon whatever was just said or read. That was wild.
I think the wildest part is that all he really wanted to do is repeat our question. Anybody notice that?
Yes,
Yeah.
literally. That's literally it. That was funny. This was fun, Matt. I'm gonna eat food.
If you're eating tamales, save some for Santana, will you?
Negative.
Okay.
Okay.
Santana just got stubbed.
All right.
Bye,
Have a great night.
Bye.
Hi, Erica.
Oh man. Oh boy. Delightful. Hey Val, I appreciate you coming up, man. We have been struggling so. That was like our first op. If you don't mind, I'm gonna drop you down. If you want to hang,
Oh, absolutely. That's fine.
we've been having so much trouble getting ops, dude.
Oh,
I'm
no.
a
I
little
don't have
worried.
any problem with it, brother.
I know. It's been so bad, man. We sat here. I had to do a restart. We sat here for 35 minutes. We were like 600 people, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Are you guys? I mean, you guys are seeing the same thing too, right? Like
Same thing, absolutely.
Because I was in Diava's earlier, and I heard you talk to like that one woman, and you guys didn't talk to anybody else, did you?
No, but
No.
I think I probably kind of ended that on them. I don't think anybody wanted to come up after I came up hot.
But I don't know. She kind of. Anyways, that's another thing.
But no, that has been the thing in a lot of lives that I've been in lately. And I think what it really is, Matt, is that it's harder for them to have an argument with what's happening in real life today. And I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a lot of these people that aren't even here anymore. You can't even find them on the app anymore.
Mhm.
And I think that's what's actually happening is it's just become too hard for them to continue this argument, which is what we're actually seeing in real life too.
Yeah.
Okay. What we're seeing in Kentucky, what we're seeing through the elections, people are done with the cruelty.
Yeah, man. No, I mean, I agree. I agree 100% with you. So,
but yeah, go ahead and drop me down. I won't.
All right, man. We appreciate you, bud. W's in the chat for our friend Val. We love you, man. Thanks. W's Val. W's for Val. Oh, hey. What we got here? Gerald. Hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, all right. Well, we appreciate you, friend. We're just looking
I
to
was
talk to Trump voters right now. Okay, bud?
Oh,
Okay.
I just, I was a little concerned with what you guys were doing with that young kid. I don't, I'm awful afraid that his elevator didn't go clear to the top floor.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe, but
And,
yeah. You know what? But Gerald, got to tell you, we've talked with him before and his friend, and
I've seen
yeah, and so
I know what
I
you're
know,
saying.
but I
I know
I
what
hear
you're
you. But yeah, I got you. That was why I kind of ended things. So, but I appreciate Jared. I appreciate your concern, but that was, I'm with you. All right, but thank you. I appreciate you coming up, friend. Okay.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
bet.
Thanks, man. All right. Have a
Yeah.
good one. All right. Once again, guys, we are just looking for Trump supporters right now. So just if you voted for Donald Trump, please hop in the box. We appreciate all of you fine folks for being here. Once again, W's to all of our friends, for Crystal and Erica and Val. We love you guys. Lord, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. How old are you?
I
What
did.
state did you vote in?
I'm pretty old, but I'm 37, right now, my body right now. I'm 37.
Okay, and what state are you in?
Moreno Valley.
Okay, so you're in California?
You saying I'm not? I am.
No, I'm just asking what state you're in. So you're in California, correct?
Oh, okay, yeah, I was telling you what you were thinking, though. You were thinking I was not the Lord.
What?
Well, I can't say I was thinking that. Listen. I'm sorry. Can I
Okay.
hear your heart?
Do you want to discuss one of the subjects above, or something else that Donald Trump is doing right now?
Yeah, what's the best one? Which one should we? Which one?
It's up to you,
Would you
man.
like me to? Hegseth is a war criminal.
Yep.
What is this? Mega isn't Christian. Okay, Trump is pro-crime and pro-criminal.
Yeah.
I'll discuss all three of those. Judge lastly and love firstly. If we're judging on any of these things here, we're basically telling our country, let's judge something now that we have no control of anything. Our Father God has control of everything now.
So
There's coming a
I'm
time
sorry,
in our
I just
life-
want to double check. Which subject is it that you'd like to start with?
all three subjects.
No. Well, let's pick one. We can't do all three at once. Let's pick a topic and go for it. We're not just going to have an esoteric, open-ended discussion. Let's actually have a topic of discussion. What's that?
MAGA isn't Christian.
Okay,
MAGA isn't
so the
Christian.
same thing that we were just talking about with that kid who was just here.
I'm not sure what that was, though.
Oh, okay, you
Can
missed
we-
that
can
one.
we-
Okay, great. So Matthew 25:31-46. Are you familiar with it?
Something.
What is
I
it?
don't know it.
Do you know the?
Go ahead. Yeah, you can quote it if you like.
No, I don't. Listen, man. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that I know I can quote it exactly like, verbatim. But I'm just asking. Do you know roughly what it is? It's the parable of the sheeps and the goat. It's Jesus was talking about how people get into heaven. I'm saying, are you familiar with that one?
So how did I say we get into heaven?
Okay. Would you like me to read it to you?
No, just
Okay.
explain.
Okay. Well, it's where Jesus says, for I was hungry, you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me. The righteous will answer, and Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, thirsty, or give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you? And the king will reply, truly I tell you, whatever you did for the least of my brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. So he says that to the righteous. And then those on his left, depart from me, those who are cursed, the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was hungry, and you gave me nothing to eat. I was thirsty, you gave me nothing to drink. I was a stranger, you did not invite me in. I needed clothes, you did not clothe me. I was sick and in prison, you did not look after me. They will answer, Lord, when did we see you hungry, thirsty, stranger, needing clothes, sick and in prison, and did not help you? He will reply, truly, whatever you did not do for one of the least of those, you did not do for me. Then they will go away to eternal punishment, but the righteous to eternal life. So when we say that MAGA is not Christian, we're talking about the things that they do, the policies that the Trump administration puts in place, that they're not based in the things that Jesus Christ himself said are important to live by to get into heaven.
Okay. We really couldn't say if someone's Christian or not because we don't know if they believe in Christ and we don't know if they're saved. I cannot say that an individual group is not Christian because you know what? In all reality, I've been to churches and I've actually sat there and I've healed people. Literally healed people that were blind, deaf, and could not walk. And they literally denied me as Christ. And I literally walked out and I go, aren't you guys getting money here? Well, what are you guys doing here? What is the money for here? What are you guys doing? Can we heal people in this world? I tell them, I said, how can we do this? How can we heal people? If you guys are not doing, if you guys are not helping, if you guys cannot come with
I think you're missing the point of what I'm saying. My point is that I'm not trying to judge individual people on whether or not those individual people are Christian. I am saying that the policies of the Trump administration are not in line with the Christian values that they are espousing to believe in. That makes them hypocritical.
I agree. I agree. Now, if you believe everything the Bible is written to say, also, some things are written that are not correct. I tell you now, some things are not correct. Like if you were gay, you do not go into heaven. Okay? Can you believe that people rewrote the Bible this way and said these things, okay? That God would not love you. God loves you. God loves you. You know what this does? This markets it down. Okay? This puts people at a lower level, making them feel less than, creating more anger for the devil. The devil is in your head. Your bad thoughts. If you think badly of somebody, this is the devil telling you this. This is why they said I was perfect. Okay? Because I believed you are perfect. Because you were made in God's image. Because you are perfect in God's image. In heaven, you will not have these thoughts. Because the devil is not in heaven. Satan is not in heaven. You understand this? And heaven is an actual place. And as you think we're leaving top, going up through the earth, we go through the earth. We go down. All of us, boom, that's it. Go through, and then we go to where we need to go. Anyhow, I'm telling you now, this is true. God is real. God is real. God is real. Listen, listen, listen. When I say listen, you can hear me then. Can you hear me talking? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can actually hear you, and you're wrong.
Excuse me?
First off, sir, let's start with the original quote. First off, free will. Do you remember the part about free will?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
What is
Free
it?
will. So you have free will. Okay. You
Absolutely.
You do.
You have free will. As a person on this planet, you have free will. Your religion is personal, isn't it?
I'm not religion. I have no religion. I know the facts. Your family will not.
Your belief in God is personal, is it not?
My belief in God, no. My
And it
knowing
is
of
not
God.
for you to judge, and it's not for you to judge anybody, is it not?
I'm not judging. I will not judge you. I
But you
love
just said up
but
here,
I know if you go to heaven or not. That's not judging. That's telling you you will not go to heaven. You do not know our Father. If you
no,
don't know
sir.
me, if you don't know
Yeah,
me.
but sir, he
Yeah,
just read you what he just read you in Matthew. You skipped right through, like he never read it, like you never heard the word of Jesus.
How can you say this? You read something I said. Let me mute myself real quick. Hold on.
Wait a second. Did you just say that I read something that you said? Hold on. We need to level set here, Val. Hey, bud, you're muted. Hey, dude, you're muted.
He muted himself.
Yeah, you muted yourself. We didn't mute you.
But you
I need to ask you a
You
question. Who do you think that you are?
Who do I know I am?
Yeah, tell us.
I am who my mother. Before that, I am who my father says I am. My mother passed away. Okay, she was killed. All right, I was found in Mexico. Okay, my mother had a hole in her head and a hole in her stomach. My dad cut me out of her stomach, dude, and that's when.
Oh,
we got
okay.
the cross.
Yeah, all right.
Okay?
Yeah, all right. Well, we're yeah, cool.
Wow.
To the wannabe Bible theologian that was just yeeted. Pride's the deadliest sin.
Absolutely. That's where I was going next, by the way.
I am not. You guys heard, and the rest, the 900 of you in here heard him say, I listened to the words he read that I said. That's.
Well, he also said something else very disturbing. He said, I healed.
Yeah.
God heals. Jesus heals when he was on the planet. But when Jesus is not on the planet, God heals. He's the only healer. Your belief in him is what creates healing. Stop it.
I don't even know any, like, guys, I don't even know anymore. I don't know.
That was the craziest thing I think I've ever heard anybody come up and do. I don't even know where that guy was coming from. And after your first question, when you read him, Matthew, I didn't understand that answer. It was so out of left field. I didn't even understand it.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. Thank you, Ray, for the 5 in the blue app. Ray says, "Why did he look like Zed from the Power Rangers?"
So, like, Dano in the chat said that towards the end, it was sounding like a villain origin story. Like, I mean, just change his voice to something that, I don't know, is slightly more intimidating. Actually, you know what? I'll do it. I'll do it. Let's see.
Oh God.
Just give me 1 second.
No, we're not going to get him a Bane mask. I think we're good.
I like the Batman reference, though.
Yeah.
That see, they're close. They're close, but this is what I was thinking.
I am what my mom says that I am. I am what my dad says that I am. I was found inside her. She had a hole in her head. My dad took a knife and he cut me out.
Like, that's what it sounds like. This legit. This could be like an outtake of some shit that Heath Ledger would have done in The Dark Knight.
Well, I was about to say, you kind of helped our Bane reference along here.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh my. That was actually
In case anybody wanted to, I don't know, be scared.
Are you saying we were listening to a campfire horror story?
Right?
Yes.
I feel like that's like that's one of those like clippable things where it's like what it's like to have an emo as a co-host, just like randomly. Yeah, we're talking about politics, and then
Fucking weird shit starts happening. And now everybody's kind of scared.
Oh, we're getting something out of this for fucking sure. He's in the comments. See, I also like the Bane one. I think the Bane one it would be really good because you could go in that direction with it. It'd be like,
I was cut from my mother's stomach.
let me see if I can find his theme.
I was cut from my mother's stomach, and my father carried me across the border, and I was found in Mexico. This society will bow down to me.
I don't know, something like that.
I was thrown into a river of fire.
Yeah.
I lost my legs, my arms, and most of my face. But Luke, you are my son.
We're mixing too much media now, Val. We're mixing. It's too much. Thank you to Jen on the green app. Thank you, Jen. On the green app. Jen says, "Happy holidays, Matt. I think that you're my favorite creator's favorite creator." Oh, Thank you, Jen. That's nice of you to say. I like the chaperone reference there. That's fun. Thank you. That's very nice of you to say. I appreciate that. I'm glad that some of our other friends do like to listen to us. That does make me happy. Very happy.
Thank you, Chris. This is from earlier. There is no way in hell that I am going to try to even pronounce that, because that is in Cyrillic. Golden Red, please distribute the wealth to Matt. Yes, will do.
Okay. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. Very kind of you. Amazeballs.
It was hard enough for me to like figure out what suka meant, because I've heard suka blot a lot, but I didn't know I knew that it was some type of vulgar thing, but I didn't know what it meant. And I was talking to a Ukrainian woman. This was, I think, last year. And I don't know. The context of it was like she was a friendly, and the context of it was, I don't know. We were basically getting someone to call themselves something in Russian, and it took me a minute, and then I finally found out that CYKA, at least when we look at it, it looks like it's CYKA.
Yeah.
That is suka.
Okay. Yeah, that.
And CYKA is bitch, basically.
Yes.
I love that. That's amazing. Two more thank yous real quick. Thank you to Allie on the green app. Allie says, unfortunately, that's spiritual psychosis for you. And thank you to Estelle on the blue app. Estelle says, between those two, it felt like a really weird episode of Pinky and the Brain.
Oh my Lord, that's absolutely perfect.
What are we going to do tonight, Brain? The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try and take over the world. All right, well, that was fun to deal with some of that. That guy's still in the requests. If you voted for Donald Trump, we'd like to have a conversation with you. Now he's not. There we go. Maybe we could have a conversation about politics. See, like somebody who just said lefties are hateful. There you go. Like, come on up and tell us why. How about that? Superstar says, which one is a genius, though? We'll let you decide. Thank you to Ray on the blue app. Ray says, pour one out for Carl Carlton. No more. She's a bad Mama Jane. Oh, that's right. Carl Carlton. Oh, R.I.P. Carl Carlton. Let's see here. Was Gage Pinky? I mean, I think we kind of had to. Be. Once again, if you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box. You could be the next person to come and talk to us. Come talk to us. Please, come say hello. Ashy, you said to bring you out. Are you a Trump supporter? Ashy? Yeah, Salty, I saw that. The judge from Wisconsin. Okay. Once again, guys, we're just looking to talk to Trump supporters right now.
Oh, unfortunately, I am a friendly, but I've had this stuck in my head since I saw you. You remind me so much of like Christian Borle, like the Broadway actor. I think like visually you could be related to him, especially with like your like animated spunk that you have to you. So it's a compliment. It's not like shaming you in any way.
Okay.
But just wanted to pop up here, say that real quick, and love what you guys are doing. Love your guys' vibe.
I see it, Ashley. I see what you're talking about.
Exactly. So, but that's just been stuck in my head.
How do you spell his last name?
B-O-R-L-E.
Borle, yeah.
What is it? Say it one more time.
Borle.
Oh, Ellie. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, I could see it. Oh yeah, I know that. I know him. Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that's just been stuck in my head. That's all I wanted to say. But yeah, love what you guys are doing.
All right. Okay. Well, thanks, Ash. Appreciate it. Hope you have a good one.
The little bit of snarkiness fits too, if you've ever watched him before.
Yeah.
We'll take it. Hey, Delphin, how are you, friend? Okay, well, once again, guys, if you did vote for Donald Trump, though, hop in the box. Let's have a chat. Let's have a conversation. We'd like to talk to you. That would be great. So, let's talk. Let's do it. Be great. It is. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. It's this guy right here. Oh, not an ad for the studio. By the way, if you guys haven't watched the studio, I thought that was a great fucking show. Just FYI. This guy right here, Christian Borle. I was like, oh, cool. I'll take that. So, yeah, good shit. I'll take a compliment. That's like it's like a couple of compliments in a row tonight. You guys better watch out. I'm gonna get a big head. So careful. Yeah. Watch it. All right, guys. If you're not already, please make sure that you're following this account. This is my backup account. We're down until tomorrow. My main will be back up, although I won't be on tomorrow. Make sure that you click through and follow my main. This is Nemo's number 2 account. Please make sure that you follow here, but also click through and follow his main account. Make sure you're following our friend Val over here. The best way to make sure that you are knowing when Nemo goes live, but also you can see when I do as well, get on Nemo's Discord, join up via link in his bio. If you just click on the link, it might seem like it's broken. What you need to do is just copy it and open it in a browser outside of TikTok. That'll probably work for you. If you're not already, please go and subscribe on the Tube. If you can go and subscribe on the Tube, that would be great. We're really appreciative of you guys helping us build up a following over there. We're going to be able to start doing super chats and all those different things. You can follow Nemo as well in the description of the video down here. So please follow Nemo when you follow me. That would be great. We really appreciate you guys hanging out with us. And just a friendly reminder. I mentioned it earlier, but I'll mention it again. This is going to be my last. This is going to be my last stream until Christmas. So no more streams this coming week. Sorry. I know you all hate me now, but I'm going to be going out of town. So, yeah. So, sorry. Maybe you'll catch me on a panel here and there. You never know. Oh, high school band name. You're just so sad now. You just come in here and troll all the time. You never come up and talk to us. So sad. Maybe one day you will. I know. Crazy stuff, right? Crazy stuff. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays to all you guys, whatever you guys celebrate, of course. But, listen, we still got some time. We got an hour. Would love to have another conversation with some Trump supporters. If we can keep tapping that screen, keep cycling through, guys. Let's do it. Maybe we can get some other folks in here. I know, right? High school band name is like Trump lives rent free in your head, dude. You come in here every single live, and you troll in the comments until I mute you and you never come up to talk. Like, come on, dude. Like, you could just not come, but you do it anyways. I feel like the problem here might be on your end.
Yeah, it is. I mean, TDS is not a Democratic problem. It is a Republican and MAGA's own self-conscious.
He really is. He is a fan. It's true. I might have to look up. When the live is done. I might have to look up his watch statistics, see how long he's been he's actually watched the live. That would be fun. Yeah. So that'd be fun. Cool. He's crushing on me. I mean, maybe it's entirely possible. I think it's fine. And listen, it's fine. I'm open to things. I mean, I don't personally go that way, but more power to anybody who does. And I appreciate the positive attention. Thank you very much. It's very much. Yeah. Happy Festivus for those of you who celebrate. Good luck in the feats of strength. Okay. Really, best of luck to you. Oh, and also really good luck in the airing of grievances. That's going to be rough, but more power to you. So, cool. Wow.
Damn, MAGA. Y'all suck.
They're hiders.
Yeah.
I just think we're getting to the point that we have so few to choose from anymore.
Pretty much.
I mean, we're down to like Cosmo and his buddies.
Yeah. It's the great paradox of it all. But, I mean, like, the Trump administration is not helping itself by, I don't know, being the Trump administration.
I mean, the fake numbers he produced yesterday and all these things that they're trying to come out with. Did y'all see that mess?
Which, Val? What city?
Okay, so they came out with a new CPI report.
Oh, yes. We were just talking about that earlier.
And the amount of delusion in that report is insane. I mean, the fact that the report doesn't count for gas, groceries, or housing is just cracking me up.
They put a goose egg for 2 months.
Right.
It's like, I was explaining this to someone earlier. I was like, that's not a legitimate number.
It's not even close to a legitimate number. And, and I've had people, come out, and I don't think they understand, right? Because they always try to go back to Biden and Barack Obama and stuff like that. And let's not even get into, he just said that he was healthier than Obama. Okay. So, let's not even get into that portion of the nightmare. But the whole, you know what I'm saying? The whole thing with these numbers is what they don't understand. They go, well, when he left office, it was a 1.4% inflation rate. And I'm like, do you understand what a 1.4 inflation rate means? Do you have any capability to comprehend what you just said? And they don't understand that when you start talking about 1.4% inflation rates, you're actually talking about recession.
That's okay. Which is exactly where we were at the end of 2019.
Yeah, right. At the end of 2020.
But also at the end. I was saying, but also at the end of 2020. This is really where we were. I mean, it's just, come on, fuck.
Yeah. And it's dumb. They don't get it. They go, well, what's that mean? He said we could have 0% inflation. Yeah, let me explain 0% inflation to you. That means nothing is growing.
Yeah.
That means we're actually going backwards. They don't get it.
I don't. They don't. I mean, it's like asking them to explain how you can reduce price by 500%. Like,
well, We had that discussion earlier in the live because we had somebody come up and apparently was in a MAGA live and he found us in another live and he came up and he hit me with the 600%, you know, that pharmaceuticals could be lowered by 600%. I was like, so what you're telling me is that if a drug's $100 and I go to, you know, it's $100 today, and now when we reduce it by 600%, I go to the pharmacy and they hand me $500? Is that what you're telling me? And he goes, what do you mean? So it's $500, dude. I understand if you say it could be dropped by 100%, that would be free. If you told me it could be dropped by 60%, this would be something we could actually discuss. But when you say 600%, what you're telling me is that the pharmacy is going to be giving me money when I go in and pick up my prescription. Oh, he was floored. He didn't know what to do. He couldn't say anything.
It doesn't make any sense. All right.
I am interested in hearing, like, parse through step by step how that math works. Like, I really want them to try and explain it.
They can't. They hear it's a parrot, right? They're just parroting what he says. You know, like when he said that I'm gonna cut eggs down 300%. Okay. They just parrot. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm coming with hold up. I'm coming with an entire new argument, one that you haven't studied for or prepared for, okay?
Oh shit. Here we go.
No, so it's gonna challenge your whatever you've done, okay? So another reason why Trump is good is because the policies, or I would say lack of policies, he has surrounding AI, right? And it's going to be a huge technological leap forward, and we've seen this through the development of the internet, development of cloud, the cloud, software cloud, whatever, and through the development of software.
Awesome. Stop you right there, Doug. How do we get the internet?
Through lax laws surrounding it.
Wrong. Try again. How do we get the internet?
Two guys playing ping pong and then
Wrong.
I don't
How
know.
do we get the internet? I'll give you one more chance, then I'll tell you.
Okay, go ahead.
Government funding. Have you ever heard of DARPA?
No.
Cool. That's a government defense organization, and research and different things. They do a lot of different stuff. But the bottom line is that we have the internet not just because we had there was no regulation and therefore private industry created. No.
I didn't say
we have the internet.
No regulation. I said
you said lax regulation, which means like little to no regulation. That's
Okay.
what that would mean. Anyways, that's not the reason why the internet thrived. The internet thrived because the reason it was created, the reason we got it, is because the government funded shit. That's how we have a lot of different things, right? So we, the people of the United States and the government of the United States, was able to actually have something of a handle on the internet to a degree. You realize that, right?
Yeah, but I also realized that lax regulation allowed it to flourish.
Except
right?
for
And now we're in competition with China, right?
Except for
who's
the
also
fact
developing it.
except for the fact that you're talking about something in terms of regulation that you're like, oh well, there's no wrong. There were
Do you agree that part of why America and our economy is the best is because of, let's say, service industry and also technology?
Dude, why are we? Do you want to talk about regulation? What are we doing here?
No, well, the point that I was going with that is that because if you do think that technology is one of our the four factors of our advancement in our economy, right? Then you would have to agree that limiting it through regulations would be a net negative thing. So
So
that's what it's about that.
hold on. I want to make sure you understand something. When it comes to the internet and what the internet is capable of, you do understand that the U.S. is one of the most limited internet factions in the world. You do understand that, right?
No idea what you're talking about.
So the internet is limited in the U.S. by far more than most other countries. You do know that, right?
No, I don't believe that for a second.
That is actually very true. There's much more open in other parts of the world than there is here when it comes to the internet. Now, first off, let's get something straight about what you're talking about, because you keep trying to say we don't regulate, and these things aren't regulated when they actually are. They're extremely regulated.
No, I said lax regulation. Okay,
Right. Yeah, lax
no
regulation. Now let's
regulation.
call lax regulation what it really is, and that's called deregulation, okay? Because that's really what the term is. Now, I want to make you understand that every financial disaster that we've had in the last 60 years in this country can be pointed directly to a deregulation.
Okay. But, you got to crack a few eggs to make an omelet.
What?
You got to crack a few eggs to make an omelet. Yeah, I agree that some deregulation is bad, but I'm talking about in the technology industry.
Why are regulations in place, sir?
Well, first you learn the capabilities of it, and then you can implement regulation.
Most regulations that are in place are actually in place to protect us.
Yes, but once you understand the capabilities, dude, that's all I'm saying. We don't know the impact, right? And first of all, right, he is implementing some policy to defend against job losses that AI would inevitably lead to, right?
What policy?
Right, things like tariffs.
Tariffs don't affect that.
No, I'm just saying, right? It is creating a more self-reliant country where
How we create? No, sir. The only thing tariffs have
if something
done,
costs more from another country, right,
Sir,
and it's
the
cheaper in your own
only
country,
thing-
you're going to have jobs to create that product, right?
No, sir. It doesn't work that way. First off, we would have to have the workforce to be able to compete. Do you know what the population of China is, sir?
3 billion.
What?
You asked me what the population was.
Sir, do you think 350 million people, let's just go with your number, can compete with 3 billion people in a labor force?
No, which is why those tariffs are in place to level the competition that we have from.
We don't have the people to build everything that they do that the U.S. consumes. Do you not get it?
We don't because we've been too reliant.
Are you going to immediately put 3 billion people in this country?
No, but there's an argument to be made that there's policies that are being enacted in some states that increases the population to provide the workforce.
Increases in how long, sir? How long would it take us? Let's just say we're 350 million people right now. How long would it take this country to get to 500 million?
Dude, you don't know, and I don't know. None of us know.
Actually, that's why we have this little crazy thing called math. Okay. So how long would it take 350 million people to get us to 500 million people and produce almost 3 million workers?
Dude, you're asking me a question that I obviously do not know the answer to. Okay.
The reason you do not know the answer to it, sir, is because math escapes you.
First of all, no, I'm really good at math.
It would actually take us half a century. Almost 50 years. Okay? So what you're asking the American people to do is suffer for 50 years to get this pipe dream that you are talking about.
It's not a pipe dream.
I think it literally is.
I think AI is the next evolution of our economy, and if we implement too much regulation on it, we're not going to know how it can develop.
How
right?
would you
We won't-
protect the
we're gonna-
American
we're- hold up,
people?
we're going to implement regulation that we don't.
How would you
about a technology we
protect?
don't understand yet.
Yeah, how would you protect
I
the
told you.
American
I already answered your
people
question.
from AI without regulations?
No, I answered that. Right? I
Sir,
said
your
tariffs.
answer,
Tariffs is a
your
form.
answer was a double narrative.
No,
Do you know what a
tariffs
double
was a form
narrative
of
is?
protection.
Doug, what you're saying doesn't make any sense.
No, tariffs is a form of protection.
We all know
to
that
jobs
tariffs is
will
a
be lost.
form of protectionism for jobs. We understand that. Tariffs are not
Okay.
going to protect you when it comes to AI development. How are tariffs going to protect us with AI development?
Because the inevitable job losses that will occur can be those people can
So
fill
you think that the jobs
other
that
roles.
AI is going to take over would be the jobs that we would get from China? Cool. Awesome. I know that the guy that's running like actuarial tables and doing certain work that like AI is going to take over, right? Because that's the type of shit that AI is doing. That guy, he's going to go work in a shoe factory. Right?
We're just talking about
That guy is
overall
going to
job
go work
availability.
on the auto plant line. Right?
No, you can work
The
in AI.
jobs that AI is going to take are not going to be the jobs that you think are coming here from China, which, by the way, they're not. But the jobs that, let's play your narrative out, that if those were the jobs that were coming here and if that shit actually worked, the jobs that are taken by AI aren't the jobs that those people are going to go work. Holy shit, dude.
Well, I think we disagree there.
No. We don't just disagree. It literally makes no sense. What jobs are AI going to replace?
Decision-making positions.
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably. Different stuff. Yeah. Or
but you can also
jobs where you need to write a bunch of reports, where you need to analyze large sets of data, different things like that, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Those are people who are highly intelligent, college educated, know a lot of different things. What are the jobs that you expect that we're getting back from China, Doug?
I'm talking about overall increase in numbers of jobs.
I understand that, but you can't stick somebody who has a fucking master's degree in actuarial tables and maths and different things like that. You're not just going to be like, hey, guess what? We know that AI has put you out of a job, but here, go sew fucking soles onto sneakers now. Because, hey, we're not getting our sneakers from China anymore. We're making them here. Go do that. Do you think that guy is going to go work that job, Doug?
I think you're using the same argument that people used when they said, hey, horses are going to lose their job for a method of transportation.
Wrong. And and see, here's the thing. You're now trying to use the same thing that I said to you the other night when we were talking about healthcare, and that's not the same thing.
Yeah, what was that, 2 days ago?
Literally 2 or 3 days ago. Holy shit, dude. I was telling you that.
I got a question. I got a question. Have we ever paid horses?
No, but they still perform the job, right? Transportation.
That's just see what you're getting to. You're on the right track, but without enough brain power to understand where you're actually going. See, let me tell you what AI is. AI is a sold nightmare. Hold on. AI is a sold nightmare to you that you think is actually trouble. It is not. The problem, the reason that job loss is going to happen in this country is the reason that job loss has happened in this country from its existence. And that's automation. The more we change, the more we don't want to do, and the more jobs we don't want to do, we create an automated factor to do that job. That has been the history of this country since its existence. You didn't want to drill oil fields by hand, so you created an automated system to drill the oil field. You didn't want to
Technology
pick up, hold on,
advancement.
sir. You didn't want to pick up parts for a car to stick a fender on a car, so we created automated systems to actually put that fender on the car. You didn't want a person to actually have to paint that car anymore because of the carcinogenics and everything that go along with that and the human factor that goes along with that, so we created a machine
And
to
every
paint
example
the
that you
car.
named,
That's
every
automation,
example,
sir.
every
That is
ex-
advancement. And
it's,
what
yes,
you
it's
don't understand,
technological
what AI
advancement.
will never, ever be able to do in our lifetime is have human creativity. That will never change as long as
No,
we're
but
in existence
hold
on this planet.
each of those examples that you brought up led to job losses in certain sectors, right?
Absolutely, sir.
Exactly.
And
So
hold on,
what
sir.
I'm
What
saying
did we do? Hold on. What did it also create?
no, it further developed other industries,
Other industries that created jobs for those industries,
and that's what I'm saying. This is going to do.
AI will do the same thing.
No,
Yes, it will.
there's a very real possibility that it'll lead to more jobs in the sector of, first of all, regulating AI eventually, right? And also, it'll lead to more jobs in decision making, right? Instead of
In
doing
10 years, sir, we'll be calling it AB. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It will be another technology that goes from to past, creates new fields of opportunity.
Instead
and
of
we will
doing
move
menial
forward with it.
labor, you can do more. More
Absolutely.
labor
It'll help us stop manual labor. You're exactly right. Thank
No,
you.
menial. I said menial, not manual. I said menial labor. Okay, big difference.
As far as mind labor, you don't think
Yeah.
you don't think
Yes.
AI is going to help us create more automation?
I don't know, and we don't know. Right? That's the whole point I'm trying to make. We don't know, so let it flourish, and then once we understand the impacts, then we can start talking about regulating it.
Oh, cool. So just blindly move forward, fuck anybody who gets hurt, and then afterwards we'll assess the damage.
Yes, to evolve our economy. Yes.
So you want to evolve our economy, but you don't want to. But you want to still keep living in the past. Which is it?
If we break down your argument against what I'm saying, right? You're saying let's keep the horses as a method of transportation. That's
The horses
essentially-
aren't a method of transportation. We grew beyond that.
I know exactly, but what I'm saying is that that's what your premise of your argument is.
And we will continue to grow beyond until we have no place to go or we unalive the planet. That's the reality.
I have a question for you, Doug, and this is you're gonna think for a second that this isn't really this is related. Have you ever heard of the Station nightclub fire?
I have not.
It's also, some people know it as the Great White Fire, but
No, I haven't heard of it.
Station nightclub fire happened in Rhode Island, in West Warwick, Rhode Island, not too far from me. It's like a little over an hour from where I live, and it happened about 20 years ago. And basically, it's terrible what happened, but there was a band that was playing in a venue,
And the
they
pyrotechnic.
set up, yes,
Okay.
100 people were unalived because the place caught fire and they didn't have the proper exits. They didn't have the proper fire stuff in place.
And people
Okay.
block the exit too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that?
And people block the exit as well. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there were a bunch of different issues.
Yeah.
What happened after that?
We introduced regulation.
Right. We introduced regulation to help fix that because people were like, okay. And then I'm a business owner in Boston, and to put different big curtains up. You know what I had to do? I had to go get those rated. Then I had to get the fire department to come in, and the fire department had to say these are okay, and they have a fire. I can't say that the term because I think TikTok would flag it, but there's a word that they won't burn for X amount of time. Okay, so they had to come in and do that. Then they also had to come in and they had to be like, hey, they also had to be like, hey, we had to. Oh, thanks, Nemo. We had to be like, hey, there's X number of exits. And there are X number of egress and all those different things, right? You get it. We had to change our regulations because 100 people unalived, right? Okay. Are you telling me, Doug? I just want to double check one thing. Okay. You're telling me that if we were in a scenario where regulations could have saved those people's lives for something in advance that we could have stopped, you would be against that.
No, what I'm saying is that you're making the assumption that we would have even known to make those regulations because unless it happened.
Unless, right, what I'm saying is, right, hold on. Great. Okay. Fantastic. Cool. But why? Because I see what you're saying. I agree with you. Mm-hmm. But here's the problem. Why, in the big, beautiful bill, why would they outlaw any regulations at all? Because now we're not going, oh, well, we tried to do some things, but we couldn't predict the future. No. We're just saying, fuck it. We're not going to ever do anything, and we're going to prohibit all of the states from doing what they think is best and trying to prohibit anything. So you're one of those people that would have been like, fuck it, we're not even going to allow you to make regulations for fire regulations. We're going to make it against the law to make fire regulations that could have saved people's lives. I'm not talking about predicting the future. I'm saying we should at least have the ability to do so.
And where I'm coming from is that we wouldn't have known the regulations to make unless something.
I understand that we wouldn't know I understand that. I just conceded that to you. But what I said was, what was the important part that I said? That we should have the ability to make them, even if we're not 100% sure what they should be.
And we will eventually.
Really? When?
Once we learn its full capabilities.
After some people get hurt? After some people get hurt? After some people get hurt? Doug?
Hurt from what? A financial aspect?
Any aspect. After the environment is harmed? Well, after a power grid crashes?
Well, you know that I believe that the end.
After an AI goes rogue?
It's not going to go rogue.
Oh, dude. Really? Oh, it's not? Hey, Nemo, remind everybody what happened with what happened with Grok? Did it start on its own, start spewing white supremacist and Schnazi rhetoric? Am I wrong about that?
It wasn't on its own. Yeah, that was not on its own. It was not on its own. There was leadership in place who altered it. First of all, Grok is a great AI system.
Why, sir? Hold on a minute. Hold on, sir. Why is it called AI?
Artificial intelligence.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm not sure what your point is with that, but...
Sir, it's called artificial intelligence. What does artificial intelligence mean?
So you're telling me that you don't think AI is smarter than some of our population that we have here. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that AI is capable of learning and becoming its own entity, is it not?
Dude, you're talking Terminator type stuff,
No,
which is not.
no, I'm really not. We've actually seen several points of this take place already in AI. We've already had several stories that have broke from AI that have
And it
come
got
out.
reined in, right? Through free market, we've reined it in.
What did
right?
free market
We
have
fixed,
to do
we
with it?
fixed no, the example that I don't know who brought it up, but the example that you brought up from the white supremacy thing that happened, right? It was
That's big.
reined in, and now it no
Sir,
longer does that.
how did AI learn that?
We didn't know that it was going to do that.
How did
And then-
AI learn that?
I said we didn't know it was going to do that, and then we learned it, and then we regulated, or we didn't regulate it, but we altered it, right?
I think you're missing the point. How did it learn that?
Obviously, the answer is information in, information out. Right.
That's actually right. That's actually correct.
I know,
So
that's how
if
it
you
is.
give an artificial intelligence that kind of information and then it accidentally gets power, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, first. That's a huge assumption that you're making.
Is it? Is it that huge?
Yeah, I think it is. I do.
Is it that huge?
Because, like I said, right, when I was talking about using brain power for certain job positions,
Right, sir. You were talking about regulations, and I think you missed a big point because we were discussing things that could happen that we didn't know about.
no, it's not always regulation.
Oh,
right?
hold on.
The example that you brought up, right?
Hold on.
There's no
Well,
regulation.
the
involved.
example that Matt just gave you a minute ago is something historically that we already knew could happen, and now there's a bill to stop it. To stop the regulations in place so that doesn't happen again. That is the example he just really gave you.
I know, I understand that, and I gave a counterexample of how we wouldn't have known.
What counterexample do you need?
I'm not trying to talk.
Where would a counterexample be relevant in that? We already know factually that this can happen. We have put regulations in place to make sure that it does not happen again. And now there's a bill that destroys those regulations.
Who was the president when that event happened?
I'd have to actually look that
Which
up.
event?
Do you know?
Yeah, I actually don't know either.
No, which event?
The event that Matt brought up.
Oh, whenever Grok started spewing white supremacist bullshit, that
No.
What? When the station nightclub fire happened, George W. Bush? Why does that matter?
Well, this doesn't really help my argument. I just was curious.
God,
It's not a.
you were
It's not
fishing
a.
hard for that
It's
one.
not a. It's not a. And also, it wouldn't be a federal thing due to be a state thing. Just FYI.
Right. He was talking about state rules. He was talking about the inability for states to control things that happen in their own areas.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, Doug, like, you're arguing against regulation is absurd. It's the thing that protects us, and saying that we're not allowed to put any regulation on anything, making a law prohibiting states to do that. Number one, it doesn't protect us citizens, which is kind of the job of the government. You know, the preamble of the Constitution is, "We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, ensure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity." I mean, it's literally like, promote the general welfare. The government is supposed to help take care of us in some form or fashion. They're supposed to be like, we're protecting you. That's what we have, a government. That's them working against protecting us. Then also, talking about working against the Constitution, do you not believe in states' rights?
I absolutely believe in states' rights, but I also
No,
look
you
at
don't.
no, I look at
But
something
you
like
don't.
the EU, and I see that
But
they
you
have.
don't.
I look at something like the EU, and I see that they have a lot of regulations that
The
stifle
EU,
innovation.
the EU
I
is
just,
a group of countries. It's not one country. So
Alright,
your
but you can,
comparison is not
well, you can
really good.
compare it. You can compare it to the states because it's kind of similar in a certain
What
way.
innovation are they stifling in the EU,
Instead of
Doug?
countries to states,
What innovation are they stifling in the E EU?
they are dude. Are you going to argue with me that you don't think that they're stifling innovation?
I'll argue with you about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like genuinely, the EU. I mean, it's a bit of a weird situation because, like Matt said, it's not a one-to-one, but nonetheless, I mean, the EU, examples of things that they've passed that, I mean, everybody in the EU has to follow is stuff like regulations on the type of charging port that electronics can have, or like the type of charger that electronics can use. So,
Yeah, that's one example.
people can remember, like in the early 2000s, even like the 2010s, you buy, like, I don't know, a phone or cell phone or MP3 player. This is early 2000s. They'd have all sorts of different weird shaped plugs and shit. There'd be its own charger for that one device, and that's the only thing that it fits, and that's it. And that's how it's been. But the EU passed a law saying, yeah, no, we're not doing that. You're all going to stick to this particular standard, and we're phasing out the old shit. That to me is not stifling innovation. That to me is a quality of life improvement.
Well,
there's a better example for innovation.
We wouldn't have gotten to USB-C, right? If we didn't, if we didn't have last regulations on chargers, we wouldn't.
What are you talking about? There's a better example for innovation, sir.
Okay.
Are you under the mistaken assumption that the best medical care in the world's in the U.S.?
No, I'm not.
Where would the best medical care be in the world?
I have to think about that.
I can actually answer it for you. It's Germany. Okay. Do you think Troy Aikman and Peyton Manning went to did their surgeries in the U.S. that extended their careers?
It was experimental care. What they went for, right?
Hold on, sir. But what we're talking about is innovation, right? Sir, what stifled innovation in America when it came to medical care?
I don't know, but we do have some.
I can actually answer that. I can actually answer that.
Hey, we look. This is one of your arguing points, right?
Yeah, I can actually answer that.
Who created the vaccine that you guys love, right? Who created
Germany.
that? Germany?
Yes, go look it up. It was called Project Lightspeed.
Yup. And also the mRNA
whole thing.
The research and all that stuff that really led up to it was a total collaboration between medical labs in the U.S., in the EU, and in Asia.
Okay, so U.S. was a part of it, probably a critical part of it as well.
Yeah, and do you know how we were a critical part of it? Was when we used to, fund our universities and labs and different things like that. But that's neither here nor there. But do you know how we did that research? There was regulations on it, and we still managed to fund it and move forward from a scientific perspective. And so did the EU.
Okay, but healthcare is a little bit different than
no, it's not. So you're talking about innovation.
Well, because you're talking about people's actual health when we're AI is not going to impact somebody's
health. No, you talked about innovation. Innovation in healthcare. Do you know what put us behind in innovation in healthcare?
Regulation.
What regulation?
In general.
No. There's this very specific type of regulation that put us behind in healthcare.
I don't know.
It would be called stem cell research.
Okay.
Do you know who unalived stem cell research in the U.S.?
Yeah, it was controversial because of what it was doing.
Who did it?
Who did it?
What, Bush?
George W. Bush and the Republican Party because of religious views.
Okay. And that's still a valid argument.
It's not valid at
No,
all.
it's not. It's such a dog shit argument. Like even if you want to roll with the life begins when the sperm meets the egg, even if you want to do that, the argument still doesn't work.
Well, look,
like even if you have that belief, which I think is asinine, but okay, even if you believe that, it still does not hold up with a stem cell argument because at this point we've advanced to the point that embryonic stem cells are almost unneeded because we figured out ways to get around it, but embryonic stem cells or stem cells from like umbilical cord or whatever, they are derived from embryos that specifically would have been rejected for IVF. So, if you think about it, that makes sense, right? Why would a lab just randomly have a shit ton of fertilized embryos to the point that it's making stem cells? Why would they just have those? That's kind of weird, don't you think? The only reason they'd have them is if they were doing IVF, if they were doing fertility, right? And if the embryo is viable, if it is a healthy, viable option, then it's going into the mother. It's going to be implanted because that's IVF. They pick the best of the best and they discard any of the other ones that they think might not implant for one reason or another. And by discard, what I mean is down the sink. So you can either let it go down the sink or you can use it. I would rather use it because stem cells are fucking miraculous. It's crazy what stem cells can do.
Yep.
We're kind of diverting from the original point.
No, sir. We're actually right on point because you're talking about innovation. That was your word, not mine.
First of all, I was talking about AI.
Sir, AI is another.
Is
another portion and an innovation that will move forward, and it will go past with whatever comes next. But innovation, when it comes to our health, should be one of our very first concerns. How we live as humans, how we take care of ourselves, should actually be one of our first concerns. But your party and the people you want to and vote for want to actually make it a religious argument. In a country, I mind you, in a country that religion and government are not supposed to intertwine at all.
Debatable.
Not debatable, sir. That's the Constitution.
Okay, but
and if you doubt that for 10 seconds, there's this nice little letter, so you know, there's this nice little letter that Thomas Jefferson wrote to the Danbury Baptist Association that explains that very well.
I dare you, Doug, to talk about that subject with any of the three of us. I dare you to talk religion and the Constitution with any of us. You do not want to make that assertion.
Well, no, first, I'm not a religious person, but what I'm saying is us being a Protestant nation did lead to success.
We're not Protestants, sir.
Well, we started there.
No,
we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, sir.
No, and I'm gonna read something to you right now. Do you know who John Adams is? Do you know who John Adams is?
Okay. Yeah, it was anti-religious. Yeah.
Anti-religious? What are you talking about?
So. No, I know him by name.
He was the second president of the United States, one of our founding fathers.
Okay.
Do you not what?
It's kind of important,
Do
dude.
you not know who he is, dude?
I didn't know at the onset. I knew his name. I did not know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of important to know who he is. Anyways,
Why
he was
so?
our second president. He was one of our founding fathers, okay? He helped to write the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Was very involved. He was
And
at
he
the
signed it.
Constitutional yes, and he was at the Constitutional Convention. Do you understand now how important he was and how involved he was in our country's founding?
Okay.
Cool. Our second president signed the Treaty of Tripoli, in which Article 11 reads, "As the government of the United States of America is not in any sense founded on the Christian religion, as it has in itself no character of enmity against the laws, religion, or tranquility of Muslims. And as had said, the states have never entered into any act of war or hostility against the Mohammedan nation. It is declared that the parties, that no pretext arising from religious opinions shall ever produce an interruption of the harmony existing between the two countries." I'll read the first sentence for you one more time. I just wanted to give you all the context. As the government of the United States of America is not in any sense founded on the Christian religion. Okay, and I want you to know, that was signed in 1796.
What was
that would be just 8 years after the Constitution. I think maybe they knew what they were talking about then. Do you remember 8 years ago, Doug?
I remember a lot. Yeah.
Cool. Then I think that they maybe remembered what they were thinking about when they made the Constitution 8 years prior to signing that treaty and then saying the United States is not in any sense formed on the Christian religion.
All right, can I ask you a question? What is one of the fundamental principles of Protestant religion that we know? Right, the one that everyone knows when you refer to it. No, I'm just asking.
So to the 914 people watching, I want to make.
I'm just asking.
I want to make a bet with all of y'all.
No bets.
If I'm right, you have to send Matt and me $1. If I'm wrong, you just have to like the stream. I'm pretty sure that Doug is about to mention free will.
No, that's not what I was.
I'm pretty sure that Doug is about to mention something that is more accurately classified as liberalism.
No, it's not. But for your benefit, I will agree just because I would like people.
Well, no. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
Well, what I was going to say is that they believed in a 6-day work week, right? Or something like that, right? That's all I know about Protestant religion, right? Is
That's
that
all you know about dude, really?
And that developed our nation, right? Through that religion.
Sir, our original people that came in and put from the English colony on this ground.
They believed that only Sunday was a holy day, and Sunday was the only day that you didn't work, but every other day you worked, right? And that's what developed the country as a whole.
That's not like history doesn't even bear that out. That's not
No, it
how
doesn't.
it worked.
Yeah.
Like the idea of not so much like a weekend, but multiple days off in a week, that existed. That like predates the Industrial Revolution. That predates even the U.S. It wasn't formalized into a weekend or anything like that. But it was essentially like, I mean, there's a fascinating video about this by a guy named, I think it's Historia Civilis. But it basically 2 days on, 1 day off like that was kind of how it worked, and also it was like flexible time and all that shit. It's fascinating to watch that video. But anyway, like the idea that Christianity somehow formalized this. So working on the Sabbath was a sin, right? But Jewish people believe the Sabbath was on Saturday, right?
Seventh-day Adventist. Same
And
Saturday.
Christians say that it's a Sunday, right? So if the argument is Judeo-Christian values, which is that bullshit umbrella term that Christian nationalists love to trot out because they want to try and pretend that, oh yeah, like, yeah, we're the real ones. It's all the Abrahamic religions except for that one bad one. So if that's the case, then that's 2 days.
Well, when I hear the term Judeo-Christian, I almost fall over because it's an oxymoron in statement alone. It just is. So first off, sir, the first religious group in this country were referred to as Puritans. Okay.
That sounds right.
Okay. And from what the Puritans did and from what the Church of England did, okay, this is the reason we became the United States of America. There would be no United States of America if it wasn't for the people trying to get away from the religion that was holding them down. That is what, sir, why even in England, where the Church of England exists, does the crown hold any actual power anymore?
No.
Why is that?
I don't know.
It's because of the United States.
Okay.
It is because when the United States left England, the main reason when we declared our independence from England, it was because
let's say I was wrong about Protestants. It was Puritans, but the point that I made remains, right? That they believed in what?
Sir,
14, 16,
people
14,
hated the Puritans.
What are you talking about, Doug?
I don't know. We've gone pretty far from the original argument.
Do Jewish people have a holy day and they take it off?
They sure do.
Cool. So we can thank them for the creation of America.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Why?
Because that's not what
Where
our
did
country was
Puritans get their day off from?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Sunday was decided to be the day of praising God.
Why did they have a day?
Okay, but if you go down that road,
Why did the Puritans, also known as Protestants, because the Puritans were a brand of Protestantism, why did the Protestants, why do Christians have a day? Is it because they came from Judaism and our Jewish friends had a day? Is that why, Doug?
I don't know. I know Jewish people. They never said that. I'm not, dude. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just
What?
I mean, at this point, like we're devolving into like analyzing religion or whatnot, and how it ties into a weekend. There's nothing constitutionally.
I was not trying to go this far back. I'm not sure how.
Okay, well, back to the original discussion, which is that this country was founded on Protestant.
No, the original discussion was AI, right? Let's frame it correctly. Okay.
Well, before we get back to that,
okay.
In addition to what Matt read off, because that one is, it's pretty fucking clear. The Treaty of Tripoli. Here are the words of some people that you probably No. So, John Adams said, "This would be the best of all possible worlds if there were no religion in it." Thomas Jefferson, the guy who wrote the Declaration of Independence.
Like 250 years ago. Okay, we're past that.
Cool. Thomas Jefferson, the guy who wrote the Declaration of Independence, and the third president of the United States. I contemplate with sovereign reverence that act of the whole American people which declared that their legislature should make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, thus building a wall of separation between church and state. James Madison, the father of the Constitution, that's his title, right? Said, "The settled opinion here is that religion is essentially distinct from civil government and exempt from its cognizance, that a connection between them is injurious to both."
Okay, if you want to bring up old examples, like bring up recent examples as well.
No, sir, you missed the point.
Yeah, we're talking about the founding of the nation. So these are the people that founded the nation.
Okay.
So I read off John Adams, who was instrumental in getting us to a point of declaring independence. He was the second president of the United States. He was a founding father. Thomas Jefferson wrote the fucking Declaration of Independence. Third president of the United States, was also a founding father. James Madison, fourth president of the United States, considered the father of the Constitution. He had a big hand in its
They had
writing.
a bone to pick with England, dude. Okay, I get it.
Okay, but none of this has to do with England. All of this has to do with religion. So, James Madison, fourth president of the United States, founding father, and the guy who was big in the Constitution. I read that one off. Benjamin Franklin, not ever a president. Dude's on the $100 bill. Why? Because he was kind of a G. So, the United States Constitutional Convention, except for 3 or 4 persons, thought prayers unnecessary. And also, lighthouses are more helpful than churches. I love Benjamin Franklin. He is a witty son of a bitch. And then
No, I disagree with you there.
Thomas Paine, author of Common Sense, that guy, also a founding father. Of all the tyrannies that affect mankind, tyranny and religion is the worst. And I got 2 more. I won't tell you the name on this one. Now, I'll give you a hint on both of them. They're not founding fathers. So we're advancing forward in history, okay? Quote, "The Bible is not my book, nor Christianity my profession." Who do you think said that?
Obama.
Abraham Lincoln. Good
Abraham
job.
Lincoln, yep.
The Republicans love to call themselves the party of Lincoln. Well, okay. And then this one, which there's definitely no way you'll guess this one, so I'll just say his name.
No. Give me the quote first. There's a chance I might know.
Okay. Mark my word. If and when these preachers get control of the Republican Party, and they're sure trying to do so, it's going to be a terrible damn problem. Frankly, these people frighten me. Politics and governing demand compromise. But these Christians believe that they are acting in the name of God, so they can't and won't compromise. I know. I've tried to deal with them.
Okay, I guess you were correct in your assertion that I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Barry Goldwater.
Barry Goldwater. Yeah.
All right, who the fuck? Nobody knows who that is.
You don't know who Barry Goldwater is?
Barry Goldwater was very important
running back?
in the civil rights Nixon whatever era of the Republican Party.
Barry Goldwater's the man that stood in Nixon's office and told Nixon that the Senate would not vote to keep him in office.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, he sounds like a running back for the Oilers. Okay, but anyway.
What the hell?
I don't even know what that means.
I'm just saying, he sounds like he's a running back. Like he doesn't, like nobody.
And Doug, bad Doug, you sound like somebody who failed out of debate camp. I sit here listening to, I have never, I am not a violent human. Not in any way. But when I listen to you debate, and I think debate is being generous.
We're here for the AI part of it.
No, I don't. Nothing that you do not make good points ever,
I did
ever.
make them. I actually
And
did make them.
to the point where I never feel like a bully, right, on the internet. I never do, because normally the person that we're talking to has at least some level of knowledge and education on the thing that we're talking about. You are the one person who makes me feel like we're all bullying you because you are so unable to defend yourself.
But Erica, at the bottom of your heart, you know that's not true.
No, I actually don't.
Okay. Well, first of all,
You have done
you
you have
missed the.
you have done and said nothing ever that I have heard that has made me feel like you know what you're
Well,
talking
that's
about in
because
any
you have a
way.
bone to pick with our current president. That's why you never agree, right? And I brought up the AI perspective, right? Maybe you weren't here for that, but like what I'm saying is that it's evolution of our economy and that it's a good thing. And so, that's all I was saying. I'm not sure how we got to the founding fathers. Maybe I did it.
Yeah, you did. You said that the United States was a Protestant country, and then everyone said no, and you said, well, it was at the beginning, and everyone said no. And Matt said, I remember this specifically, don't go down this route because every single one of us can school you on it, and you continued down the route that he warned you would not be a good route for you to go down. And you thought you knew better, Doug. Bad Doug. You thought you knew better.
I thought I did. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. But that's not the overall point that I was trying to make.
I'll give you an olive branch.
Okay.
I'll commend Doug on one thing with that conversation. He did not try the argument that the country was founded on Christian principles because of the Ten Commandments and the Bill of Rights. Because I've literally heard red hats, like a weird number of them, try to tell me that, well, there's 10 commandments and there's 10 amendments in the Bill of Rights. And there's a lot of overlap, like you shouldn't unalive people, you shouldn't steal, you shouldn't lie, except none of those are in the Bill of Rights. But they just associate the 10 and they think that that's proof of something. So at least Doug didn't try that argument. I'll give him that.
No, I didn't. I tried bringing up a new argument, which was about AI, right? I'm not going down well, I guess I did go down the religious path, and you guys.
So I mean, as far as AI, like we already have, like the closest corollary that you're going to get, or example, or analogy, whatever that you're going to get to AI, an analogous situation is going to be the internet. Okay, the internet.
What?
The internet.
Okay.
That's the closest that you're going to get.
Okay.
As far as like a similar situation that we can look at in history and kind of learn from. So when the internet came about, I heard Matt talking to you about this earlier. I don't know if he got to did you get to Eisenhower?
No, not yet. No, that's good. Good one. Go for it.
So, the reason that the internet exists is not because of the private market. It's not, or the free market. It's not because of capitalism. It's not because of competition. Like that was never the reason why. The reason the internet exists is because once upon a time, a bunch of godless, evil, bad guys named the Soviets had the audacity to be like, hey, America, we're better. And America's like, the fuck you are. And then the Soviets put a whole ass thing in space that went around the planet. And it just boop, 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 boop. We couldn't do that, but they did. It's called Sputnik. Now, within months of Sputnik, orbit, like going and making a successful orbit and scaring the ever living shit out of Americans within months of that.
Okay,
Eisenhower orders a new agency be created. It's called the Advanced Research and
I never remember
Yeah.
that acronym.
It was called ARPA. It was ARPA. Okay.
Okay.
And shortly thereafter, it was changed to DARPA. Okay. Now, during the time that it was ARPA, there were certain things, goals, that Eisenhower had for them. It's like, hey, we have to beat the fucking Soviets. They are gonna do Soviet stuff on American soil. You have to figure this out. One of the ways that ARPA did this, because they were basically making tech for the military. So they were like, well, hey, it makes sense for the military to have communication over long distances, and radio isn't always reliable. And maybe we want to encrypt that communication, and maybe we want to do some other stuff with it. So they create this network called ARPANET. Okay, ARPA net, ARPANET. Now then, DARPA is created. They just changed the name, and then it's DARPANET. Okay, now fast forward, I think 2 decades roughly of the military using this thing.
Yeah, it's right on
This
2
is-
decades. Yeah.
Yeah, this is not at all available to the public. So the military is doing this, using this shit, okay? And then DARPANET becomes available to the public, right? But it's very controlled. It's a phased approach. And so 2 universities wanted to talk to one another. They wanted to share I think it was like thesis papers or like, research. They wanted to share research with one another.
Can I interject?
I promise it's almost over, dude.
All right, sorry.
So they wanted to share research. And so they built a link, and then they built another link. I can't remember the universities, but it was like 2 American universities. I think it was Harvard and Cambridge. So they built a link, and then they built another link, and they networked each other together. And then they continued to network. And that was the internet. That became the internet. The reason that the internet exists is because of government. It's not because of capitalism.
No, it wasn't. It was 2 people playing Pong, and they wanted to play over long distances, and
That's
how
100% false. That's apocryphal. That's an apocryphal story. I know you don't know what that word means, but it's apocryphal.
Yeah, I don't know what that word means. Congrats on getting one over me.
Dude, it's not. I'm just saying it's a story that people tell because it's like, oh, that's a thing that sounds good. That's not it. Nemo just explained the actual fucking history of the internet and how it was created.
Like they're absolutely.
So you're telling me this whole Pong story is completely a lie? Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Honestly.
So I guarantee that if I look this up, I'm going to see names that I recognize. So that's Berners-Lee or I can't think of another name off the top of my head, but probably Berners-Lee. And it's probably going to be related to Ethernet, right? And that is a component of the internet, right? Or that is like a step along in the way that the internet came about. The actual like network, the internetwork itself was due to the government. Like one guy making, I guess doing making a contribution to the internet as far as like making it a little bit better, right? I mean, yeah, like that's important, but that's not that he did not create the internet.
No, the internet, like he's telling, sir, so you know what he's telling you about with ARPA and DARPANET. that was long before Pong was even invented, just so you know. So Pong was an 80s game, Atari. So these were out in the 60s and 70s. But what happened is as that grew, your story comes into play, but that's much later in the process. What had already been invented was there. But it had nothing, what you're talking about had nothing to do. The first iteration of the internet was to share information. And that's what happened with, and you're right, it was Harvard and Cambridge.
Yeah.
That was for them to be able to share information. And that grew to other colleges for them to share information. That's how it began. That was growing into your story.
Yeah, and you know who CERN is, Doug? You know CERN, CERN.
Yeah, a little round thing that.
That's the Large Hadron Collider, but that's at CERN, so you know what it is and where it is. They were the ones who organized the World Wide Web protocol and made it publicly available. It was not private. There's a reason why anyone could go on and access it. It's not private. That's the whole point here. Private industry didn't own it. It was created publicly. Do you understand?
I hear what you're saying.
Okay,
sure,
it's cool. So that's how it was. That's how it was created.
What was interesting about that whole thing as well is I don't know whether this was the point that Nemo meant to make, but it was certainly a point that he managed to make, was that US innovation is largely in response to other people's innovations. And actually, we could say that about AI as well.
Yeah.
When
in response to
China...
China.
Well, I'm talking, Doug.
Sorry.
Bad, Doug. Stop
Sorry,
it.
I'm sorry.
Honestly. Like when China bought... It wasn't until China and DeepSeek that Donald Trump started going, we need to sort this AI thing out. It's not good. It's all in response to other people's innovation.
I'm sorry, I thought you cut off, but yeah, yes, I'm not disagreeing that it's in response to other innovations, right? I think we agree on that part of it. What I'm seeing is that once we have developed technologies against antagonistic countries, right, we have gone further and we end up being probably, I would say, the largest benefactor of that technology.
Do you mean benefactor? Is that the word you meant to use then?
Beneficiary?
Beneficiary, yeah.
The benefactor is somebody that gives.
Okay, I used the wrong word.
So
largest beneficiary.
Who is the largest beneficiary?
Us. U.S. America.
Why?
Because once we have competition, we beat them in competition, essentially.
Them meaning other countries?
Let's win.
Yeah, other antagonistic countries. Yeah.
Let's win.
Since what, the automobile vehicle was made? since AI is now being made?
So, I mean, to Val's point, dude, the last time that we really beat other countries was probably the Cold War. That's about
very
it.
True, yeah.
And I mean, even then, like us beating the Soviets is kind of apocryphal in and of itself. We got to the moon first. We put a man on the moon.
Yeah,
they did not.
Yeah,
They
but
beat us every single step of the way before that. They did it first. But
Yeah.
we got a man on the moon, so we won the space race. That is the history that we're taught. But outside of that, yeah, I mean, that's probably the last time that we really beat like another powerful country, because China's been embarrassing us routinely.
Right. Yeah, and I need to add something to what Nemo just said. And the reason why we made it to the moon is because we had the right schnazis after World War II. And they did
I
it.
was going to go there.
True.
I mean, that's it. That's why we had Werner von Braun, and they didn't.
Yep. Operation Paperclip.
No idea what you're referring to, but
Yeah. Well, you should learn about who Werner von Braun is, and learn about how he was a former Nazi rocket scientist who we were like, whatever, you're fine. You just come over here and you make stuff for us, and we'll just forget about all that other stuff that you did. And he did.
Anybody want to tell him where nuclear power came from?
Jesus Christ, right?
No, I think if we do that, we're kind of diverting from the point.
No, sir. It's hold on, sir. One thing that you're missing through this whole thing is history. Okay? You have this misconception that history doesn't matter. And it's evident in the way you speak, because in the way you don't know things like who von Braun was, or who, you know what I'm saying, or how regulations have hurt this country financially, or how deregulations have hurt this country financially. You don't understand these things. You don't look at history as something you should learn from, when that's why we have history, is so we can learn from it.
Yeah, but I'm also coming from a perspective of a majority of the voters who voted, right? So
No, this is you appealing to majority at this point. This is you're trying to get away from the conversation.
No.
So
Can I just be generous to Doug though, Nemo, for a moment? He's right. He is coming from a perspective of the majority of voters, which is fucking uneducated. So he's right. He is coming from that perspective.
I think that you guys know a little bit too much about things that may not be relevant to when it comes to the voting booth, right?
So,
What?
And like,
Doug,
yeah,
I think that you're just not making the connection, dude. Like, we're talking about AI and how the government should be able to regulate AI because we don't understand the implications of AI fully yet. We have only really understood the implications of the internet within the last 10, 15 years, maybe. Like, we are so early on with AI. We don't know. There's no way that we could know. And so, the government should be able to regulate the fuck out of that, because otherwise we're at the whims of a private company, the profit motive.
So maybe the 10-year moratorium, or whatever it's called,
moratorium,
moratorium, is a little bit too much. Okay, I'll give you that, but I think the premise on which it was developed is not, like, I think it had good intentions.
Sir, the premise for a lot of things that we've developed in this country have had good intentions, but tend to get used for evil.
Okay, and it hasn't always been used for evil, right? It's been used to develop.
Sir, you would be hard pressed to find that thing.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, I mean, most technology can trace its roots back to the military, like war. Wi-Fi, as an example, war.
Yeah. I have a question, and then I really got to wrap things up. But I've got one question for you, Doug. Doug, you have a partner?
Am I seeing people? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but okay, you're seeing people fine, but do you have like girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever? Like, do you have somebody that you're like with now, or you're dating or whatever? I guess, but
Complicated. Yeah.
like somebody that you care about, that you are intimate with. I don't, whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. How would you feel if there was an AI deep fake of that person made and then distributed on the internet? Would you be okay with that?
Well, I think they're
It's just a yes or no. Would you be okay with that?
Overall, no, I wouldn't be okay with that.
So you think that there should be a law or a regulation against creating things like that? Because it harms people and their reputations?
Or we can educate people more on what.
So you think that there should be a law or a regulation against that? Because educating people won't stop anybody from doing it if they want to, right?
It's like a repetition harm. But look, overall, Matt.
So you think it's totally fine then? So if somebody, your partner, your sister, your mom, whoever it is, they can do that shit and plaster it out there, and now it's getting harder and harder. Sometimes you just can't even tell. Where does it end, Doug? Shouldn't we have some sort of protections for people with that shit?
At a base level, sure, for things
awesome.
Like
I'm
that.
so glad that you disagree with the Trump administration, who have said that we shouldn't be able to do those things.
No, what I said is what Trump did, right? The intentions were good, right? We didn't know that would be
the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And I also don't think that they were even good intentions, but come on, dude.
Dude, I'm digressing on the point that you're making, where I agree.
Not digressing. This is your main point, that there shouldn't be regulations. There should be regulations. We can have innovation. We can have positive growth with technology, and we can still do reasonable things to make sure that technology doesn't get out of hand.
Yes,
it's real fucking simple, dude.
I know, but I don't.
It's real fucking simple.
I understand your overall point. I just don't think that Democrats are the ones who are going to do.
I'm telling you, I
don't even know what to say. I don't think Democrats really. That was his ending statement.
Yeah, he was going to say that basically he agrees with the premise, like, yeah, we should probably regulate this thing that is new and that we don't know the implications of, but I don't trust Democrats to regulate it. Therefore, no regulation allowed.
I mean, it's just the weird thing that goes along with that, right? I don't think it's Democrats. When you have a Republican that is trying to get rid of a regulation, and don't get me wrong, this is my theory on this, because he knows this power is an easy way for him to hurt his enemies and skew the American public. That simple.
No, I dropped him. No. I need to wrap up, but I had a headache.
Yeah, and I'm sorry about my messages I send you when he's up. I have never in the entire history of being on here and talking to people found anyone quite so frustrating as Bad Doug. Like, not one person.
Well, that's because you haven't talked to DJ.
No, I have.
Oh. Hey, Hector.
Bad
Hey,
Doug
Beth.
is
Thank you.
worse because he's like, okay, this is how I described it to somebody yesterday. Bad Doug, in fact, I described it to Good Doug this way. Bad Doug is like trying to teach a puppy, right? But it's a puppy like an Afghan hound or an English bulldog that are the stupidest fucking puppies you can get and can't remember anything and can't be trained, and it takes 20 times of showing them something for them to do it. Bad Doug is the Afghan hound puppy of TikTok, and I will die on that hill.
That actually makes sense.
Yeah, no, it is. Hector, yes, this is my backup. I'm here. I got the multi-guest thing for 3 days, so this is the last day of it. So we're here. We're having fun. But I'm glad you found it. I'm glad you glad you followed it. And thank you for being here, my friend. Hey, real quick, for those of you who, when you heard the name Wernher von Braun, you didn't know who that was, or you'd like to know more about him, there's a good book I would like to recommend to you that I read probably about a year and a half ago. I had to look up what it was called because I couldn't remember off the top of my head. It's called American Moonshot, John F. Kennedy and the Great Space Race, and it's written by Douglas Brinkley. Once again, it's called American Moonshot, John F. Kennedy and the Great Space Race by Douglas Brinkley. It's cool because I think so many books will talk about maybe a little bit of the lead up and then the space race, that whole thing. This book takes you all the way pre-World War II, all the way from JFK's beginnings and like parallels with the German scientists and all this different stuff up to the space race, because I think we know a lot about it, and I found that to be super cool and super interesting. It might not be for everybody, but if you like history and you would like to know some shit about the lead up to the space race, I recommend it, because I learned a shitload more about what we did there. It's wild, but really cool. So, anyways,
Also, so if you want a feel good movie, like a nice feel, like warm fuzzy blanket, happy movie, about kind of about it. Von Braun makes a cameo for 2 seconds in the movie, but October Sky. Yeah. Basically, it's a movie about how the American rocket development timeline kind of happened.
Well, that book that the book that Matt's talking about, also through that book you'll understand how we ended up with the U.S. military complex. When you go through that book, it really puts it into place how we got to where we are today, and with the military industrial complex. I mean, right down to how General Dynamics became, which everybody now knows as Lockheed Martin. Yep. It explains how that came about.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. It's a lot of stuff that most people don't know about. I also think that it really underpins JFK's interest and support in making this happen. It was like this was really a thing. Like he really made it happen. And I think that I think that it was not a foregone conclusion that this was going to be a thing that we did. And there's a lot of his personality and his upbringing and things that happened to him and his experiences that mixed in, which I found to be interesting. But again, the just knowing where some of these scientists came from and their backgrounds and what they were doing before they came to us, and knowing who went to the Soviets, and then realizing that basically probably it was the fact that we got a certain group of people and a certain technology and they got a different technology. Like having the V2 rocket was like kind of pretty much it. And it's wild how close that shit was. So.
This is a fun conversation.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of, in some ways, I envy people that, you know, their childhood was the 70s and the 80s, and even kind of the 90s. Because, I mean, my childhood was like half of the 90s, but because, like, the Cold War was so fucking cool. Maybe not the 60s, because the 60s, it was actual terrifying. It's like, oh my God, Cubans are gonna bomb it. But after that, it's just cool shit. It's like, yeah, we're going to space to beat the damn commies.
Yeah.
And then Glasnost and Perestroika and shit.
Billy Joel's playing in Russia, like cool shit like that. It's awesome.
There's so there's
What,
this thing.
David Hasselhoff at the Berlin Wall. What?
Exactly. Thank you. I remember that, Erica.
Hold on. I promise it's not going to take long.
That's real freedom right there. That's
To
real
be
fucking
fair,
freedom.
if there's anything for the United States to apologise to Germany for, it's David Hasselhoff.
You know, I really wish that the Berlin Wall was kind of still around sometimes, so these people would actually understand what border control looks like.
Yeah, right. Holy shit. Erica, Germany did that one to themselves.
Well,
To be fair.
I mean, yeah, but also no.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't like push David Hasselhoff on them. They like took it and fucking ran with it.
Can I just point something else out? I mean, I know Doug has gone now.
Can I say something else about Doug?
Yeah, I'd really like to, because like, I don't know if anybody else was in Santana's live when Bad Doug was talking about ICE being able to intimately search. Oh,
No.
Where ICE being able to intimately search young people without any supervision, and we're saying that they would definitely not abuse that because their mission as ICE would be. Doug's like, don't even do that in the comments. I will mention things you said earlier, Doug. You don't want people to hear them, don't fucking say them. He said nobody will take advantage of that because ICE's overall goal is far bigger than that and nobody would jeopardize it. He does not know how P3DOs work. Not a clue.
No, not even.
When everybody remember when the J6ers were released, and our first conversation was when he started talking about all this stuff with ICE and doing all these, bringing the J6ers into ICE. Everybody remember that?
Yep.
Okay. The first video they had in LA, and a lot of people probably don't remember this, but I suggest you go back and look it up. The first video they showed in LA was ICE surrounding people that were coming out of a Home Depot, and they were standing in front of a car. It's a little white Toyota of some sort. They were standing in front of the car, and all I needed to see about what was happening to ICE happened that day. When the guy was standing in front of the car, holding a 9mm sideways in his hand, like a gangbanger would hold it. That's all I needed to know.
Yeah. 100%. Nemo, this is great. You wanna tell people about this? This is great.
Yeah. This is just like another example of how fucking cool the Cold War was. So this is in 91. So, twilight years of the Soviet Union. after the Berlin Wall fell, we started talking to him a lot, and Metallica went to motherfucking Moscow, and like, some people might be cool, but they're never going to be Metallica playing in the Soviet Union in 1991, and like with Soviet military, like there are dudes in uniform, like in the video, there are dudes in uniform, and like some of them are dancing, some of them look really pissed off, but some of them are dancing, and it's just like it's so fucking cool.
Here, I'll play it. It's pretty cool. I mean, look at this.
It might get you popped on YouTube.
I have it muted on the tube. I have it muted on the tube. Sorry, tube friends, but no, I can't. Silly tube copyright laws.
More than 1 million people were there. Yeah, I think this was like a record.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah. You guys need to, yeah, the crowd it's wild. There it is, yeah. The fact that some people even had American flags in the crowd was like a big fucking deal.
Right?
That is like legit a big deal. So, anyways, that's great. Also, I do have to point out that Billy Joel walked so that they could run when he did his tour there, and he was playing in these huge arenas, and they kept, and like every time that the show would keep, like it would get going and the crowd was getting into it, the Russian authorities would put, this was in like 87, the Russian authorities would put the lights on the crowd, and then people would be like, because like that shit wasn't okay. So they went from, in a couple of years, like that sort of thing to, Metallica playing for 1 million people in Moscow, which is pretty fucking wild. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like rock was not a thing for the Soviets, so that was like a, yeah, you're gonna get like all the rock, all of it.
Yeah.
We went through like multiple eras of rock, and you're getting Metallica now, like good Metallica, not later Metallica.
Well, I mean, there was growth, right, in the country, and a lot of that had to do with Gorbachev and the things that were going on, you know what I'm saying, during those times.
Yep.
And then Gorbachev, old and went down, but he was taken over by what would essentially be Trump, okay, when Putin took over, because Putin was part of the old regime, the KGB, and they did not like the way the country was moving forth and the freedom that it was starting to move forward to.
Yeah.
Oh, you got my favorite in the middle though of the two of them. You got Boris Yeltsin.
Yeah.
Like the drunken dancer. I love Boris Yeltsin. Loved
Yeltsin
Boris
and Clinton.
Yeltsin.
They had a little bromance.
Bromance.
Honestly, like you can just type in Bill Clinton, Yeltsin, and look up a video, because like there's videos of them, and you can see them talking to one another. They were broing it up. Like Bill Clinton was doing the Bubba Clinton shit hardcore with Yeltsin.
Have some vodka with you, Boris. It'll be great.
You know how I said I did not inhale? I made that the fuck up.
All right, guys. I have to go because I have to be up for a flight in a few hours. So
get ready.
That I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to sleep for a few brief hours. Bad news. sort of, is that this is going to be my last time up before Christmas. So for me at least, Nemo, of course, will be up and around. So make sure if you're following only here, make sure that you're following my main account. Click through, follow the main account. Make sure you're following Nemo's main account as well. This is his number 2. Also, please join up on the Discord if you want to keep tabs on when people pop up. That's the best way to do it, especially throughout the next week. Aside from seeing it in TikTok, you get announcements. Please follow our friends Val and Erica. Also, Erica's private. It'll look like you didn't follow her, but then she'll just have to accept you at some point after the fact. Follow us on the tube. Once you've subscribed over there, you can also find a link to Nemo's in the description over there. Any last support you guys would like to offer, we have our links in all of our bios, and we really do appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy Hanukkah as that wraps up, and anything else that you guys do celebrate. I wish you all the happiest of holidays. I really mean it. Obviously, we're going to go raid somebody. Do you guys have anything else or any other thank yous that we need to read off?
No.
Yeah?
I'm good. I think you got them all.
All right, cool. Delightful.
I'd just like to say, when we get there, just enjoy your Protestant weekend, everybody. Just that's only for Protestants, and of course Catholics can't have a Sunday. Yeah, just enjoy it. Thank Protestantism for Sunday.
Wow, I feel like we had that conversation earlier.
By the way, one last quick thing. I reposted a video on my main account that I sent to Erica earlier that I really fucking liked about Yule. And I strongly encourage all of you to go watch it because it tickled me. So please go do. Do you see anyone on that we should go hit? Because I don't necessarily. So
yeah, I don't see anybody. Joey's on. We can raid Joey. It's been a minute since we raided him.
Sure, why not? Go over there and do it. That's fine. But head on over and do it. Wait, Santana's on? Santana's not on. No, I don't think so. I don't see him anyways. Yeah, let's go. Sure, go over there and tell him that we sent you. And the rate we appreciate, guys. Once again, I might see you. I mean, who knows? I might pop up here and there. But please, as we go forward the next couple of days, show all of our friends support in whatever lives you see them in, and all of our other creator friends. You guys know that we know and love. And I just want to say one more time, thank you for all of your support in the past year. You guys are amazing and awesome, and I just really can't say enough good things about you guys. So thank you. All right. Okay. Cool. Enough of that bullshit. We'll see you guys soon. Everyone take care. Have a safe and happy holiday. Good night.